And we welcome you into the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on MyBasin.com. I'm Josh Eldridge, joined by Dick North tonight as we get ready for some Klamath Union basketball. The Klamath Union Lady Pelicans playing host to the Phoenix Pirates tonight. Tonight, Klamath Union coming off of a loss last night against Hidden Valley. They are 3-4 in league play, 4-5 overall this season. For Phoenix, Lady Pirates are 4-3 in league play, 7-3 overall this season. Last time these two teams matched, it was back on May 26th, a game in which Phoenix took the win 41-29 over the hill in Phoenix. So a little bit of a different look for the Pirates tonight as they come on over to Pell Court. The Pelicans are turning home tonight. They'll be back on the road tomorrow. We'll talk about the schedule coming up and all that and more. Of course, tip-off coming your way on the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on MyBasin.com.
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we'd gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
Thanks, kiddo.
Give everyone peace of mind on the road. Swing by or book online. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
If you're trying to lose some weight and get in shape, Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club is the best place to do it. Harbor has state-of-the-art equipment, plus certified personal trainers to help you achieve your goals safely and quickly. They also have indoor tennis and pickleball courts, and tons of group exercise classes to help you have fun while you get in shape. When you're done with your workout, stop by their smoothie bar to get a nutritious boost. See and feel the difference at Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club. It's the place to be.
It's tax time, and Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Klamath Falls will help you make the most of your refund. Double down! Bring us your tax refund, and we'll double it to use towards your down payment on your new vehicle purchase. And right now, choose from more new trucks and SUVs than ever, and available 0% APR financing for up to 72 months. If you live here, you get it! Double your down payment during Ram Truck Month, only at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Klamath Falls.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
And to welcome you back inside the gym live at Pell Court for tonight's matchup between the Phoenix Lady Pirates and the Klamath Union Lady Pelicans. Phoenix entering play tonight with a 4-3 league record. Klamath Union entering play tonight, they are 3-4. The Pelicans coming off of a loss last night to Hidden Valley, 54-18. Tough loss for Klamath Union, but Dick, against one of the best teams in the state, it's just one that Klamath Union is going to have to put behind them. You know, I think it's fair to say they probably weren't expecting to win that game, and now just got to focus on Phoenix tonight.
No, Hidden Valley is probably one of, if not the best girls team in the state as far as, you know, at 4A level. And yeah, it was a tough loss. You know, KU didn't score very well, 18 points, but Hidden Valley had such a tenacious defense. You know, they really couldn't. Hidden Valley caused them to have 27 turnovers, and that's an awful lot. So hopefully tonight, you know, the girls can step up and you know, give North Valley a ride for their money, and I think they will. I think they're fairly evenly matched. And, you know, I'm looking for a big game out of Probst and also Pena. Last night, Pena didn't score a bucket. So, you know, she's been averaging 8 to 10 points a game, I think. So, you know, that gives you an idea what kind of defense Hidden Valley is playing. But I think the girls tonight, you know, should do a lot better than what they did last night. Last time we played Phoenix, it was the fourth game of the season. The Pirates won 41-29. You also have to remember that they played a lot of that game without Mackenzie Probst. Well, it's a mystery still kind of to everyone. Did she get tossed from the game or did she not? The consensus is that, yeah, she did. At the time, we didn't know. Regardless, she didn't play most of the second half. Right. And up until then, it was a fairly close ball game, and Phoenix ended up running away with it because of, you know, foul trouble. We lost Probst, and I think it's going to be a different story if we're going to be able to keep our players in the game tonight against Phoenix, who, again, it was the fourth game of the season. Both these teams are going to look a little bit different tonight. Yeah, I think so. And I can't remember. You might have to refresh my foggy memory. Was that the one where Phoenix was on the line 22 times in the first quarter?
That is also
first
true.
half.
Yeah. So it was what was the final free throw disparity? 27-11, something like that. Yeah.
It was 22-2 in the first half as far as trips to the line.
So and there you have it again. And both teams, I don't think Phoenix shot relatively well from the free throw line. So if you can limit their numbers tonight, that's also another thing to look forward to as we kind of get ready for tip-off tonight. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back, talk about the Skyline Conference standings. We have a champion in the Skyline Conference, Hidden Valley winning the conference last night, but still second and third place to be decided. We'll talk about it next on the Les Schwab Tires Game Basin.com.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars, there are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account to retirement planning and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends. Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we had gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
Thanks, kiddo.
Give everyone peace of mind on the road. Swing by or book online. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on MyBasin.com. Tonight, the Phoenix Pirates come to town to challenge the KLAMATH Union Lady Pelicans. Take a brief look at the Skyline Conference standings as we have them so far. And it turns out, Hidden Valley claiming their fourth straight Skyline Conference League title. They're 8-0 right now, and 38-game league win streak. Was that the record last night? That is just astounding. So credit to Hidden Valley. They are league champions. They're followed closely by Mazama and Phoenix. The Vikings are 5-3. The Pirates are 4-3. A win tonight for the Pirates would have them tied for second place in the Skyline Conference. KLAMATH Union also right there in the mix for third place. They're only 3-4 right now. A couple of wins would put them right back in it. Henley is 3-5, and North Valley is 0-8. Your quick look at the Skyline Conference standings. Getting ready for tip-off tonight. The Pirates coached by Chelsea Winter and KLAMATH Union coached by Maria Ramirez. We'll hear their starting lineups coming up next on the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on MyBasin.com.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars, there are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account to retirement planning and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
Welcome you you back to the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on mybasin.com. Tonight's matchup between the Phoenix Lady Pirates and the Klamath Union Lady Pelicans as we rise now for the national anthem. Well, we're getting ready for starting lineups tonight from Pell Court. I'm Josh Elders, joined by Dick North tonight. It's time now to meet the visiting Phoenix Pirates. Starting a sophomore, 5'10", number 1, Morgan James. Number 2, a 5'4" senior, Bamba Scaff. Number 5, a sophomore standing 5'7", Lola Lumbreras. Number 15, a senior standing 6 foot tall, Josie Bolstad. And finally, standing 6 foot, a senior, number 33, Delaney Parent. The Phoenix Pirates are coached by Chelsea Winner. And now time to meet the home team, the Klamath Union Pelicans. A senior, number 5, Mackenzie Probst. Number 13, a senior, Jada Wells. Number 28, junior, Cassidy Mahan. Number 15, Sam Garcia. And number 23, the freshman, Dianara Pena. The Klamath Union Pelicans are coached by Maria Ramirez as we get ready for tip-off tonight. Dick, last time this was a pretty physical game. Klamath Union losing the size matchup down low, but we know that doesn't deter people like Cassidy Mahan, like Keely Hall, or Dianara Pena. Size alone is not going to win Phoenix this game, and Klamath Union going to come out strong.
No, our freshman girls are willing to mix it up underneath. They crash the boards, they play tenacious defense. And they're going to do that tonight, I'm sure. They got something to prove against these gals tonight.
Trying to get back to 500 in league play. Tonight is the 8th Skyline Conference game of the season for Klamath Union. And Phoenix will start with the ball. The pass goes over to Lumbreras, and now over to the near side, over to James. Top of the key, over to Scaff. Scaff trying to kick it back out to James. The ball was knocked loose by Pena. Klamath Union already trying to play a little bit of tough defense. That's always good to see.
It is.
Pass over to James, goes back inside to Lumbreras. Now over to Scaff, top of the key. Phoenix, they like to play slow, but they'll play physical defense on the other side. And we saw them back on May 26th, the game in which Phoenix won 41-29. First shot of the game for the Pirates misses as Klamath Union working now the other way. Probst, top of the key, gets it over to Garcia. Open three, no good. Rebound is going to be grabbed by Jada Wells. She battles for it, ends up on the ground, and a held ball right underneath the bucket. Sam Garcia, a new addition into the starting lineup tonight, as Anna Mendez will start things on the bench for Klamath Union. But Garcia, known to knock down threes just like Mendez, so curious to see what Coach Ramirez sees giving Garcia the nod tonight. Probst trying to go left with it, kicks it out to Pena. Now back to Probst, who shoots a three-point shot. It's good. Klamath Union strikes first tonight, and Mackenzie Probst with 3 points. Phoenix taking it up now. That's Lumbreras with it. Getting it over to Parent. Dishing it back over to Lumbreras. Lumbreras dribbling around. Trying to find a way in, and Scaff thought about a catch and shoot three, kicks it back to James, now back to Lumbreras, getting it inside to James, spins around, tries to drive baseline, was guarded closely by Wells, pass over to Parent, and the bucket good for Phoenix. 3-2 with 6:20 left to go in the first quarter. As now it's DNR Pena. Didn't get a bucket last night, scored a couple free throws as she passes over to Jada Wells, catch and shoot mid-range jumper's good. Wells getting her first points of the night. But really, Dick, we talked about it last game against Hidden Valley, even though it was a tough loss. She's on the floor right now. Cassidy Mahan stepping up, made a couple good jumpers. We'd like to see her with the same confidence tonight. And if you can get some other girls on this Klamath Union team involved, again, they are dangerous. It's just a matter of things clicking on the same night for them.
You know, Mahan had six points last night against Hidden Valley, which is good. You know, she has a sweet shot. I just wish she'd take it a little bit more.
Seems like she only maybe shoots the basketball once or twice the game, but is on the floor for most of the time. Like you said, she's a very unselfish player.
Oh, she is. She'll have like a 6 or 8 foot jumper, and she'll be wide open, and she dishes it off to somebody. So I wish she would just take it. She's proven that she can score. I think she got 10 points early in the year on one of the games.
Probst head fakes a three, tries to drive the lane, has the shot blocked by Parent, gets her own rebound. And Probst trying to work around Scaff. Now picked up by Lumbreras. In a double team, pass tries to go over to DNR Pena. Loose ball picked up by Phoenix. As Scaff stops just beyond the three-point arc for the Pirates. Dish over to Lumbreras, who's picked up by Pena. Dribbling right with it now. Pick it over to Scaff. Back to Lumbreras. Now over to James, far side. Pirates working things slowly, and that's what we saw when we were at Phoenix. They did score 41 points against Klamath Union, but again, it was all those free throws. There was not very many buckets being scored.
Yeah, with that disparity, like I think it was 32-11 or something like that.
27-11 by the end of the game, and 22-2 at the end of the first half.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Delaney Parent trying to go up with the shot, blocked by Wells. And Pena trying to race up the floor on the other side for Klamath Union, has her pocket picked by Bolstad. And now the Lady Pirates with 5:03 left to go in the first quarter. Klamath Union does lead 5-2. Pass goes inside to Bolstad, is knocked away by Wells, but I believe Wells is going to pick up her first foul of the game after that one. Wells staying out of foul trouble will be another key, as I believe she fouled out last time they played Phoenix. They were also missing Probst for a lot of the second half with the confusion, maybe an ejection there, as bucket is good by Bolstad on the other side. Phoenix getting it back within one, 5-4. That'll be a foul on Scaff. Second team foul for Phoenix. Pena, inbound pass goes to Garcia. Garcia loses a handle on it, and I think a foul against Lumbreras, and that is the case. Third foul for Phoenix already.
Welcome to Klamath Falls.
Yeah, over in Grants Pass last night, different officiating in Grants Pass versus over here in Klamath Falls. A lot more let them play in Grants Pass, and each place has their own style and regulations, I guess.
I guess so. That's one way to put it.
Pass goes back out to Lumbreras. Lumbreras trying to dribble inside. Tried to get the pass into Bolstad, but it's knocked away by Mahan with the jump in the passing lane there. That was a great play by Mahan. Pass goes cross court to James. Tries to hand it off to Bolstad, but again, Mahan bothering the pass. Not afraid to get in there at all, and you see how she guards Bolstad down low, getting the hands on the ball again. Pass goes outside to Parent, shot misses. Pena grabbed the board, and now KU working up the other way. Pass goes inside to Wells. Loses the handle for a second. Pass goes outside to Pena. Fakes right. Goes left with it. Takes the Wells screen. Outside to Probst. Over to Pena. Now to Garcia. Back to Wells. Over to Mahan far side. Tries to drive baseline. Goes up with the shot and gets it blocked by Delaney Parent. And now Phoenix going the other way. The Pelicans lead 5-4. 3.5 to go in the first. Pass goes over to James. Now to Parent near side. That was Bolstad trying to go up with the shot against Mahan. I believe Cassidy picking up the foul there, and she does. That'll be the second team foul for Klamath Union, the first on Mahan. And we should get immediate timeout here. I believe we do with 3:22 going into the first. 5-4, Klamath Union leads. You've got the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on Mason.com.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
And we're in the first quarter of the Klamath Union Phoenix game. A Pelican lead, 5-4, 3:22 left to go in the first. Cassidy Mahan doing a great job dirtying things up on the defensive side, but Klamath Union, they've had a couple chances to score. So far, pretty evenly matched game through the first almost, 4.5 minutes?
Yeah, they're 4.5 minutes into it. You know, Cassidy Mahan, as we've talked about in the past, is really, really aggressive on defense. She's got a tough job for her tonight. She's guarding Parent, who outweighs her by probably, I'd say, 20 pounds and is a little bit taller than Cassidy is. So far, Mahan's doing a good job. She's putting the body on her, keeping her out of the paint, and is making, contesting every shot that Parent's tried to put up. That's a good thing to do.
5 on the floor for KU as they come out of the break. It's Mendez, Langley, Mahan, Probst, and Wells. The 5 for Phoenix, it's Lumbreras, Parent, James, Scaff, and Bolstad at the line. First free throw is no good. Second free throw coming up for Josie Bolstad, a senior. She's played all 4 years on varsity, makes the second bucket. We've got a tie game. We're knotted at 5 with 3:22 to go in the first quarter. Probst racing up the floor, has the shot bothered by Parent, and now going the other way. Lumbreras trying to drive inside, kicks it over to James. James getting the ball inside to Lumbreras, picked up by Probst down low. Pass goes back over to James, and the shot goes up. Nice contest by Probst, and a held ball on the other side between Parent and Mahan. But again, Probst making good plays on defense. As heads up, she was able to cover the open player twice in a row. Probst passes it over to Langley, bounces it into Wells, but it's stolen away by Lumbreras. She tries to go up with it and gets the layup. Phoenix takes their first lead of the night. They lead 7-5 with 2:41 to go in the first quarter. Pass goes over to Langley, tries to bounce it over to Probst, and another quick turnover for Klamath Union as Lumbreras tries to go up with it, and Probst is hit with a foul. That's back-to-back turnovers for KU on basically the same play. The bounce pass in from Langley, and 2 back-to-back turnovers for Klamath Union. This one sends Lumbreras to the line.
Yeah, KU's being a little bit lazy on their passing. They need to put some zip on it.
Lumbreras' first free throw hits the front of the rim. It's no good. Trying to extend it now to a 3-point lead. Wells checks out, and Dakota Neese checks in. Also for Phoenix, as James takes his seat, Flores is now in the game, 5'6", a senior for the Pirates. Second free throw coming up for Lumbreras. And it's good. 3-point game, 8-5, 2:29 to go in the first. Pass goes ahead to Mendez. Bounce pass goes inside to Neese. She's able to get it out. Back out to Mendez for a 3 off the side of the backboard. No good. The rebound is picked up by Langley. She goes up with it and is fouled. And Langley will go to the line for 2. Little things can add up to big bills when you're buying, selling, or owning a home, and Coldwell Banker Home and Premier Realty's exclusive Beyond the Sale guarantees protect buyers, sellers, and homeowners from unexpected repair bills. To learn more, call Coldwell Banker Home and Premier Realty today. Second free throw coming up from Langley is no good. The rebound is going to be taken by Neese on the near side. She tries to drive baseline again, kicks it out to Probst. About an 18-foot jumper, rims out no good. Rebound is grabbed by Bolstad. Lumbreras takes it up the floor, kicks it to Scaff, now near side to Parent. Back over to Flores. Flores passed to Lumbreras, picked up by Langley. And tries to cross left, finally dribbling right, kicks it out to Parent for a three-point jump shot, no good. Rebound grabbed by Probst on the other side. Now McKenzie racing up the floor, kicks it to Mendez, back to Probst. Thinks about a three, kicks it to Langley, who takes the three-point jump shot, no good. And goes out of bounds, possession goes to Phoenix. Minute 36 left to go in the first, 8-5, the Pirates lead. Lumbreras trying to find the open player, gets it over to Scaff. Scaff back ahead to Lumbreras. Tries to find a hole, bounce pass into Parent. She goes up with the shot, no good. Rebound by Bolstad. She tries to get the shot, no good. Ball goes out of bounds. That's touched, I believe, by Delaney Parent. And Pena checks back in for Langley for KU. They take possession of the basketball with a minute 25 to go in the first. The score 8-5, Phoenix leads. Probst taking it up the floor, dishing it to Mendez far side, back to Probst, near side to Pena. Pena takes one step inside the three-point line, misses the shot, and rebound goes to Phoenix. Lumbreras takes it up the floor, tries to get it inside to Flores, who goes up with the shot, misses, rebound Parent. She tries to get it, gets her own rebound, and is fouled. And that'll be another foul on Probst. That's her second. We'll see if she'll probably come off the floor with a minute left to go in the first. First free throw coming up from Parent is no good. Garcia checking in for Probst. Second free throw for Parent coming up. That one rims out no good. Mahan gets the... Also, I believe she's fouled by Bolstad. A little bit of an over-the-back call there, and Klamath Union will get to inbound it along the baseline with 57.5 seconds to go in the first. Garcia takes the inbound. Pass goes over to Pena, back to Garcia. Ball knocked away as it tries to go back to Garcia. Mendez dribbles into a three-point shot. Front iron, no good. Phoenix with the rebound. 42 seconds now left to go in the first. Scaff trying to dribble in, kicks it outside to Lumbreras. Lumbreras over to Flores, now to Parent near side. Pass goes cross court to Scaff. Three-point jump shot, back iron, no good. Rebound goes back out to Scaff, now to Lumbreras. Parent near side, she hoists up a three-point shot. That one rims out. Ball goes out of bounds, last touch by Parent. Klamath Union gets the ball back with 17.5 seconds. They've not scored since, I want to say, about 5 minutes left to go in the quarter. They put up both of their points in their first two possessions of the game practically.
Yeah, they came out firing and knocked a couple down, and it's been a little bit on the chilly side since then.
Garcia trying to dribble baseline, goes up with the shot, gets hit. The rebound, she gets it herself, but steps out of bounds with 5.9 to go in the quarter. Phoenix gonna possibly try to get a quick shot off. Lumbreras inbounds it to Flores, back to Lumbreras. 4 seconds now, Lumbreras dribbling up, steps into a three-point shot, tries to bank it in, but the shot does not fall. We go to the second quarter with Klamath Union trailing Phoenix 8-5. You've got the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on mybasin.com.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars, there are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account to retirement planning and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
Getting ready for the second quarter of action from Pell Court tonight. The Klamath Union Lady Pelicans trail the Phoenix Pirates 8-5 after one quarter. Dick, most of the scoring came for Klamath Union in the first about 2 minutes of the quarter. Since then, it's like you said, a little bit chilly for the Pelicans.
You know, I was gonna make a comment about how much better they were doing this game than last, because they matched last night's first quarter score in the first minute and a half, and now that's where they are.
Good defense being played by Phoenix down low as Lumbreras goes up with the shot. Putback attempt by Bolstad. And I believe Bolstad going to be hit with a foul. That'll be her second, as she kind of came down pretty hard on Pena. Not too sure, but I believe that was the call.
I think she has a tendency to kind of crash the boards. That's twice she's done that.
Pena taking it up, dishing it to Garcia. She tries to drive inside and pass it over to Mahan, but the pass knocked away, and Phoenix taking it. Lumbreras dribbling it up, dishes it to Scaff. Scaff head fakes, tries to drive inside, throws up a floater, no good. Parent with the board and tries to put it back up and in. It's grabbed by Pena. Pena sprinting up. She tries to get inside, goes up with the shot and misses. Phoenix now with it. Phoenix pass over to Bolstad, puts it on the deck. Pass goes back outside to Scaff. Tries to get it to Lumbreras, who's picked up by Garcia on the far side. Tries to dribble left with it, but Garcia knocked the ball loose. Picked back up by Lumbreras. Now the pass goes across to James, now to Parent. Pass goes across to Lumbreras. Lumbreras to Bolstad, back to Lumbreras, over to James, far side. Almost no movement coming out from Phoenix.
Yeah, they're just standing around the outside.
Trying to wait for something to open up as James kicks it back over to Parent. Now over to Lumbreras. She dribbles right with it, now goes left. Tries to drive inside the paint, throws up a shot, no good. Rebound Pena. Pena kicks it over to Mendez near side, gets it to Garcia, back to Pena, and Klamath Union a chance to try to snap this ice-cold streak as Garcia catch and shoot three, it's good, tie game. That's refreshing, second three of the game for Klamath Union. Tied up at 8 with 6:04 to go in the second. Lumbreras dribbling inside, tries to get the ball inside to Parent, high off the glass, no good. Bolstad gets the rebound and gets it back over to Scaff. Now back to James. James to Scaff, and again, Phoenix with their perimeter passing. Only one really doing much down low is Bolstad as she tries to go up with it. Mahan's hit with the foul.
Pretty nice block there.
You think so?
I think so. I'm sorry, I can't.
She's called with the foul. That's her second. And Bolstad steps to the line. First free throw is good. Phoenix takes back the lead. They led by 3 for most of the first quarter. Keely Hall checking in for Klamath Union. The freshman putting up some supreme effort, guarding one of the best players in the state last night, Kaya Fisher. Fisher finished with 20-plus points, but Keely Hall doing a great job of defending down low, and that's what she's on the floor for. She plays really good defense, and she doesn't make a whole lot of mistakes with the basketball.
No, she plays some heads-up ball.
Pena tries to get it inside to Hall. Pass goes outside to Garcia, but Hall gets it back. That time James jumping the passing lane, and another turnover for Klamath Union as the Pirates try to take it back up. That's Scaff trying to get it inside to Bolstad, but Hall knocks it away, and right on cue practically is causing the turnover there as Pena tries to drive inside, goes up with the shot, soft touch from Pena as she scores her first bucket of the night. We're knotted at 10 with 5 minutes left to go in the second.
I'd like to see more of that from Pena. She can drive into the key like that and put up these little 6 and 8 foot jumpers and knock them down all night long. They should let her do that.
James trying to drive inside for Phoenix and gets tied up by Wells down low. That should be a foul against Wells and will be her second foul. Lumbreras checking in for the Pirates as Scaff takes a seat on the bench. Lumbreras, cross-court pass to James, gets it back to Lumbreras, far side. Lumbreras trying to dribble down. She's done that a couple times and continues to miss those 8-foot jump shots. And Klamath Union, I think, trying to let her take those shots as Pena tries to drive in and is fouled, driving to the bucket. That should be the 7th team foul for Phoenix, meaning Klamath Union enters the bonus and will shoot 1-1. Pena's only points of the game last night against Hidden Valley came from the free throw line. Been on a bit of a cold streak dating back to North Valley. That came back on Thursday as she misses the first free throw there. Hall gets the rebound, tries to put it on the deck, gets it outside to Pena. Pena inside to Garcia, high off the glass, no good. Bolstad with the rebound. Lumbreras right around the perimeter, kicks it to James, who's picked up by Pena. Back to Lumbreras. Lumbreras guarded by Garcia now at the left elbow, kicks it outside to James, who steps into a three-point shot, no good. A little bit too much on that shot, and Klamath Union gets the rebound. 4 minutes left to go in the quarter as Ana Mendez catch and shoot three, near corner, rims out, no good, and Parent grabs the board. Still tied up at 10. Klamath Union has made a bit of a surge in this quarter, matching their output from the first quarter. Still time to play. Parent catches it near side. Cross-court pass over to Flores as she tries to drive the right side. Kicks it back to Lumbreras. Foul on the floor. Another foul against Wells will be her third. And a timeout is called on the floor. Tied at 10. 3:26 to go in the second. You've got the Les Schwab Game of the Week on mybasin.com.
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we had gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
Thanks, kiddo.
Give everyone peace of mind on the road. Swing by or book online. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
3:26 left to go in the second quarter. We are tied up at 10. Both teams, 7 team fouls apiece. The scoreboard looks pretty dead even right now, and these two teams, they're both playing a little bit sloppy on offense, but I think defense is capitalizing on some mistakes, and we've got a low-scoring game so far.
That's right. You know, I think KU, they should run away with this game. I seriously think they should. I think they should just have Pena drive up the key, you know, drive into the lane, put up little jumpers, show you they get fouled or score, one of the two, and that's their opportunity. Yeah, KU's been coming out, you know, the first quarter. The first minute and a half, they scored 5 points. The same thing happened in the second quarter, and then they just kind of back off a little bit.
I'd love to see Klamath Union pick up the pace a little bit, because I think they could outpace Phoenix at least for a couple minutes and take them by surprise and, you know, cause Phoenix to adjust. You don't ever want to be the team that's trying to play catch-up. You got to cause Phoenix to adjust.
Right.
Flores is going to the line. She shoots one, and it misses.
Everything.
Yeah, it misses quite a bit. Second free throw coming up for Flores as she tries to break the tie, and does. Probst checks back into the game for KU, passes it ahead to Garcia. Pass goes cross-court to Pena. Pena dribbling right, kicks it cross-court to Garcia. Head fakes a three, now over to Hall. Hall back over to Garcia. Now to Pena. Pena near side. Takes a screen, dribbles left with it. Pass goes outside to Mahan, now to Garcia. Garcia passing up the open look to give it to Probst, now cross-court to Pena. Pena trying to drive inside, about 15 feet out, dishes it to Garcia. She steps over to the left, takes a three-point jump shot, no good. Bolstad gets the rebound. Now back to Lumbreras for Phoenix. Lumbreras dribbling right with it. Tries to go back to Parent, now cross-court to James. James back to Lumbreras. Puts it back to James. He's dribbling right, tries to get to the free throw line, now right elbow, outside to Lumbreras. Catch and shoot three, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds. Last touched by Bolstad, so Klamath Union will take it. 2:18 to go in the second. Pass into the front court. As Pena trying to dribble left with it a bit. Goes over to Garcia. Now to Probst. Back to Garcia. Now to Pena. Back to Garcia. Cross court to Probst. 19-foot jumper off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound goes to Hall. Puts it on the deck and gets fouled. The freshman doing the dirty work down low. Putting it on the deck and going up with it. You love to see that.
I do. She works hard. So she can knock down these free throws.
She could tie the game with this free throw here. That's the 8th foul for Phoenix. First on Parent. Free throw from Hall, no good. Pena checks out and Mendez comes in. And Keely Hall getting her second free throw here. It's the second one to drop. We're tied up at 11. Pass goes inside to James. Up front to Flores. Flores tries to get it inside to Bolstad and makes contact with Keely Hall. That'll be free throws coming up for Bolstad. Tied up at 11 with a minute 50 to go in the second. So on the floor right now for KU, it's Probst, Mendez, Hall, Mahan, and Garcia. First free throw from Bolstad is no good. Second free throw coming up from Bolstad is no good. She misses both. Hall with the rebound. Klamath Union a chance to take the lead. Probst dribbling it up, kicks it over to Garcia. Tries to get it inside to Hall, but loses a handle on it. Pass to the front court. Bolstad goes up with it and makes the bucket. Phoenix takes back the lead. 13-11 now. Mendez tries to get it inside to Mahan. Loose ball. Mahan kicks it back out to Mendez, who's guarded now by James. Passes it back to Probst. Probst over to Garcia. Garcia now going left with it. Has the ball knocked loose, but it's picked up by Mendez near side. Mendez over to Probst. Steps into a three-point shot. No good. Hall tries to get the rebound. The ball kept in bounds by Probst, but Phoenix comes away with it. Pass up front to James. Goes up with the layup, and it's good. 15-11 now. Phoenix leads with 55 seconds to go in the second quarter. Probst having to slow things down beyond the perimeter. Ball knocked away is going to be picked up by Flores for Phoenix. And another layup is up and in for the Pirates. Coach Ramirez going to call a timeout with 41 seconds to go in the second. Her team trails 17-11. You've got the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on mybasin.com.
If you're trying to lose some weight and get in shape, Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club is the best place to do it. Harbor has state-of-the-art equipment, plus certified personal trainers to help you achieve your goals safely and quickly. They also have indoor tennis and pickleball courts, and tons of group exercise classes to help you have fun while you get in shape. When you're done with your workout, stop by their smoothie bar to get a nutritious boost. See and feel the difference at Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club. It's the place to be.
Here we go. We're in the second quarter with 41 seconds left to go. The Phoenix Pirates lead 17-11. They scored 6 pretty quick points on some fast breaks that resulted from Klamath Union turnovers. So Ramirez calling the timeout. What do you think's going on in the huddle down there?
Oh, she's telling them to take care of the ball and get back on defense. I mean, those last 4 points scored off turnovers. KU had nobody back to contest it. So that's what Coach Ramirez is telling them. I know that. I can read her lips.
Still 40 seconds to go in this second quarter. The clock started a little bit late, so maybe a bit closer to 45 seconds that Klamath Union is going to get. Probst dribbling with it now. A score here would go a long way going into the second half. As Probst dribbles with her left hand, tries to go inside and bounces it to Hall, and a little bit of a miscommunication there is another turnover. Phoenix with a chance to score, 27.1 to go in the second. Pass goes ahead to Flores. She races up the floor for the Pirates, bounces it back over to Parent. Got a good pass to James, back to Lumbreras for the Pirates. 15 seconds and counting in the second. Lumbreras over to Flores, gets it to Bolstad, guarded by Hall. Hall dishing it over to Lumbreras, 6 seconds now. Lumbreras gets it over to Parent, 3 seconds, back to Lumbreras, 1 second left, long three, no good. That'll bring us to the end of the first half. The score 17-11. Klamath Union trailing the Phoenix Pirates. We're going to take a break, come back. When we do, going to take a look at the halftime stats as we have them, and a look ahead at the varsity boys just around the corner. All that and more on the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on mybasin.com.
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we had gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
Thanks, kiddo.
Give everyone peace of mind on the road. Swing by or book online. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
If you're trying to lose some weight and get in shape, Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club is the best place to do it. Harbor has state-of-the-art equipment, plus certified personal trainers to help you achieve your goals safely and quickly. They also have indoor tennis and pickleball courts, and tons of group exercise classes to help you have fun while you get in shape. When you're done with your workout, stop by their smoothie bar to get a nutritious boost. See and feel the difference at Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club. It's the place to be.
It's tax time! And Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Klamath Falls will help you make the most of your refund. Double down! Bring us your tax refund and we'll double it to use towards your down payment on your new vehicle purchase. And right now, choose from more new trucks and SUVs than ever and available 0% APR financing for up to 72 months. If you live here, you get it! Double your down payment during Ram Truck Month only at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Klamath Falls.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on mybasin.com. We're at halftime tonight, a game in which the Phoenix Lady Pirates lead Klamath Union 17-11. Right now, the Pirates led in part by 7 points from Josie Bolstad, but a lot of those points for Phoenix coming in the fast break in that second quarter.
That's right. You know, KU has gotten a little bit sloppy on some of their passing. They're not putting any kind of pop on them, and Phoenix is running down the floor and getting uncontested layups off those turnovers. Right now, KU's got 8 turnovers to Phoenix's 1, and I think that's the major difference in this game. I mean, it's only 6 points, but you know, I know at least 4 of those points have come off turnovers. Those are in the last couple of minutes of the second quarter. You know, KU came out in the first quarter firing and knocked down 5 quick points, and then were cold the rest of the quarter, and they did the same thing in the second quarter. And, you know, they come out and you have this flash of brilliance to think, all right, they figured it out. They're gonna knock down a bunch of points, and then they quit doing what got them the points. And so I think the key to this game is going to have to be, first of all, take care of the ball on offense. Don't turn the ball over, and have Pena or Probst drive up through the key and dish off to somebody if they need to, or take the shot.
Klamath Union right now led in scoring by Sam Garcia and Mackenzie Probst, and just sort of spreading it out. No one really having an extravagant game for KU so far, and even though they haven't caused too many turnovers, and they're not getting back on defense necessarily, they're still causing things to be tough for Phoenix. It's not like these 17 points have come easy for them, especially down low. So when they're able to get back on defense, Klamath Union is still playing pretty solid in that respect, I feel like.
They are, you know, and Hall was in the game last part of the second quarter, and she's always tenacious on defense. She's in Bolstad's face, and Bolstad's not getting any easy buckets from her. Pena also plays pretty good defense. When Mahan is in, she's also playing defense. She's in foul trouble. She's got 2 fouls, as does Jada Wells. Jada has 3. You know, so when those girls are on the bench, it makes a difference for KU and kind of puts a kink in what they'd actually like to be doing out on the floor.
Halftime score right now, 17-11. Phoenix leads. We're going to take a break and come back. When we do, it's time to take a look at the Skyline Conference right now. We do have a champion in the Skyline Conference. Hidden Valley will finish first place regardless. They were crowned champions last night. But still a race for second and third place in the conference. We'll tell you who's in that race coming up next on the Les Schwab Tires on mybasin.com.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars, there are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account to retirement planning and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we'd gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
Thanks, kiddo.
Give everyone peace of mind on the road. Swing by or book online. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Welcome back as we're still in halftime of the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on mybasin.com. The Lady Pelicans trailing the Phoenix Pirates 17-11 at halftime. And right now the Pirates 4-3 in league play. They are tied for second in the Skyline Conference. Pardon me, they're actually one game back of Mazama in the conference. So a win tonight would tie them for second place. But right now, if they dropped this game to Klamath Union tonight, it would make them tied for third place. Because Klamath Union right now 3-4, Henley is 3-5, North Valley is 0-8 out of the running for the conference. But Phoenix is either going to end up tied for second at the end of the night or tied for third, and obviously we know which one they'd pick, but still a lot of basketball left to be played for the second and third place spots in the Skyline Conference. Obviously, Hidden Valley won the conference last night, one of the best teams in the state, hand down, but can still take pride in second and third place in the Skyline Conference, especially for a team like Klamath Union. If they're able to get up there and show improvement from last year where they finished fourth place, it's the small things when you're building up a program and you got freshmen coming up. I think it's the small things for Klamath Union moving forward.
You mentioned the freshmen. The freshmen are going to be a major factor in this team going forward. We've got three that are playing: Langley, Pena, and Hall. All three of them play really good basketball, and next year I expect them to do better than they're doing this year, and they've done well this year. And we've also got Mahan coming back next year. She'll be a senior, and she's a factor. I think she's going to have to score more next year than she's used to doing, but that's something that happens. As you're a senior, you take on a little bit more responsibility, and Mahan can score, and we'll see what they do. But with Mahan combined with the three freshmen next year, there'll be something to look at.
Without a doubt, right now Klamath Union, they've still got a bit of a hill to climb. They're down by 6 points at halftime, 17-11. I think the adjustment that KU just has to make is to continue to play with the pace that they would at the beginning of those two quarters. Like we said, force Phoenix to make the adjustment. You don't want to be the team playing catch-up.
That's right. If KU would come out and play 8 minutes of basketball like they've done the first 2 minutes of each quarter, this would be a completely different game. And like you said, they're not out. They're down by 6, and that's easily overcomable. So that'll work.
Overcomable? I don't know. Someone
they,
break out the
they can
dictionary.
make up for their mistakes. Just put it that way.
Well, we're getting ready for the third quarter of action as these players are starting to warm up just a little bit more. 17-11 the score at halftime. Klamath Union is trailing the Phoenix Pirates. Third quarter action is coming your way next on the Les Schwab Tigers Game of the Week on mybasin.com.
If you're trying to lose some weight and get in shape, Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club is the best place to do it. Harbor has state-of-the-art equipment, plus certified personal trainers to help you achieve your goals safely and quickly. They also have indoor tennis and pickleball courts, and tons of group exercise classes to help you have fun while you get in shape. When you're done with your workout, stop by their smoothie bar to get a nutritious boost. See and feel the difference at Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club. It's the place to be.
Getting ready here for the third quarter of action live from Pell Court. I'm Josh Eldridge, joined by Dick North tonight. The score after halftime, 17-11. Klamath Union is trailing the Lady Pirates in this one. To get ready for third quarter action coming up in just a minute. The five on the floor for Klamath Union. It's going to be Mackenzie Probst, Dianara Pena, Cassidy Mahan, Sam Garcia, and Jada Wells, the five girls who started this game. And the same story for Phoenix. It's Morgan James, Bamba Scaff, Lola Lumbreras, Josie Bolstad, and Delaney Parent. As Klamath Union starts with the ball in the second half, Dianara Pena takes it on the far side. Pena trying to drive left with it, kicks it over to Mahan, far corner. Dishes it over to Garcia, now to Probst. Thinks about going right with it, decides to go left instead. The pass knocked away, Garcia catches it, 19-foot jumper and splashes it. 17 now to 13 for Klamath Union. And for Garcia, 5 points for her on the night. Phoenix taking it up quickly. A little bit of a mismatch going on as James tries to go down low against Mahan. And was it a blocking foul against Mahan?
Yeah, it was. It was.
Interesting. Mahan picking up her third foul. And Lola Lumbreras to inbound for the Pirates. Dishes over to Scaff. Scaff catch and shoot. Three is good. Scaff's now got her first couple points of the evening. And Klamath Union working quickly on the other side. Dianara Pena thinks about stepping into a three. Kicks it over to Garcia. Another 19-foot shot. No good. This time the rebound grabbed by Bolstead. Lola Lumbreras dribbling a little bit behind the back. Getting flashy with it. And gets the ball back. Lumbreras dishing it over to Scaff. Scaff goes inside to Bolstad. Goes up with the right hand. Throws a hard ball off the glass, but able to knock that one down. 22-13. As Klamath Union working quickly now onto the other side. Bounce pass goes back over to Garcia. Tries to get it inside to Mahan, but the ball goes out of bounds off Bolstad's foot. And Dakota Neese checking in for Mahan. .6:38 to go in the third. Pass goes up front to Garcia. Garcia dishing it back over to Probst. Probst pick up by Lumbreras about half court. Tries to go right with it, steps back, dish it over to Pena near side. Pena trying to find an open player, gets it inside to Wells. Wells goes up. About a 16-foot jump shot was no good. The rebound is grabbed by Parent, and Phoenix now going to take it. Pass goes over to Lumbreras, dishes it over to Parent. Now to Scaff as he tries to drive with the right hand, kicks it back out to Parent. Three-pointer is good. That's back-to-back three-pointers now for Phoenix. Dianara Pena, other side, steps into a three-point shot and no good. Score 25-13 with 5:46 to go in the third. Phoenix leads as Scaff tries to take it up. Gets the ball inside to Bolstad, kicks it outside to James, who drives in. Right-hand floater, no good. Bolstad battling for the rebound, but the fight is won by Dianara Pena, and she takes it up for the Pelicans. Tries to go about 12 feet in and knocks down the jump shot. Klamath Union back within 10, 25-15, 5.5 to go in the third. Lumbreras taking it up. Gets the ball over to Scaff, inside to Bolstad. She goes to work, dishes it over to James. Tries to get inside, goes up against Neese, and gets that one to fall. Good defense against Nice there. Not a whole lot you can do for Klamath Union. The score now 27-15. And Phoenix leads. DNR Pena steps into a three-point shot, no good. Garcia with the rebound, goes up with it and is fouled. .451 to go in the third, 27-15. And a chance to try to trim it back to a 10-point deficit. Garcia at the line. First free throw coming up for Garcia is good. And a second one coming up. Garcia makes both at the line, makes it a 10-point game. 27-17, 4:51 to go in the third. Lumbreras taking it up for the Pirates, getting it over to Parent on the far corner. Gets it to Scaff. Scaff to James, now near side. Back over to Scaff, now to Lumbreras. Gets it to Parent. Cross court to James. James kicks it over to Lumbreras near side. Passes it back to Scaff, now to James. Back over to Parent. Phoenix, the slow offense, trying to drain some clock. 4:20 to go in the third. The shot goes up from James for Phoenix, and she gets the bucket. 29-17. Klamath Union trailing as Probst brings it up. Dishes it over to Garcia. Garcia tries to get through the double team, throws up a shot and gets that one to fall. 29-19. Garcia's got 9 points tonight. Pass goes to front court to James, and a foul is called on Wells as she met James at the bucket. And James will get 2 free throws here. Foul goes against Wells, and a timeout is called on the floor. The score 29-19 with 3:55 to go in the third. You've got the Les Schwab Tigers Game of the Week on mybasin.com.
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we'd gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
Thanks, kiddo.
Give everyone peace of mind on the road. Swing by or book online. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
And we're back in the third quarter, 29-19. Klamath Union trailing Phoenix in this one. Both teams trading a couple three-pointers. You could say the scoring has picked up in this period, but right now all Klamath Union can do is keep pace with Phoenix. They're having trouble carving into this lead.
Well, they need to keep the pace up, that's for sure. They just need to keep banging up shots and hopefully drop in. You know, Garcia's stepped up. She hasn't scored a lot this year, but she's got 9 tonight so far, so hopefully she can keep doing stuff. You know, I think Wells is going to be on the bench. She's got four fouls. That's going to put a little tough spot in him as far as defense goes, because she's always in there scrapping. But we'll see what happens, see what Coach Ramirez decides to do here. She's trying to encourage her kids down here. I got a good view of them down here. She's pretty animated right now.
I mean, what else can you do? You're down by 10. The game is by no means over at all. But right now, Klamath Union just has to pick up the pace just a notch to, again, try to make Phoenix adjust, and they haven't had to yet. They've been able to play at their pace so far, and right now on your home floor, if you're Klamath Union, you got to establish that.
You know, one thing Phoenix is doing, their offense, they just work around the perimeter, and they get Parent down in the offside corner, and she's passing balls across court, and you know, she does the same thing every single time, and you got to be able to anticipate those passes and steal a few of them.
James makes her first free throw, the second one coming up. That one misses, and Langley gets the board as she's checked in for the Pelicans. Pass goes ahead, scrapped for it, and a travel is called against Scaff.
It's only the second turnover for Phoenix this game.
They're taking good care of the basketball. Probst with it now just beyond the key, steps into a three-point shot, no good. Rebound goes to Lumbreras in Phoenix. Pass goes into the front court to Bolstead. She goes up with it and gets the bucket. 32-19, 3.5 to go in the third. Pass going ahead to Mendez, trying to get it inside Denise, but the ball knocked away again. That time stolen though by Klamath Union. Langley and Lumbreras are tied up with it. 5 on the floor right now for KU. It's Garcia, Mendez, Langley, Neese, and Probst. Lumbreras trying to get it inside to Parent. She does. Goes up with the right hand off the front of the rim. No good. Gets her own rebound. Puts it back up and in. 34-19. 3:12 to go in the third quarter. Phoenix is leading. Probst taking it up. Gets it to Mendez. Tries to go baseline with it. Mid-range jump shot off the side of the rim. Or off the side of the backboard, rather. And now Phoenix taking it up. Pass to the front court to James. James back to Lumbreras. And back to James. And again, that perimeter passing coming back. And pass goes over to Scaff. She loses the handle on it for a second. Mendez trying to play some quick defense. Scaff goes past to Parent, and a foul is called. A charge on the floor, I believe, against Scaff. Was that what the call? Charge?
It was an offensive foul, yeah.
And Probst.
A little confusion on the court here.
Yeah, Klamath Union had 6 players on the floor, so Probst is going to go back to the bench. And Klamath Union taking it up. Pena's checked back into the game now. Pena dishing it over near side to Langley, over to Pena, cross court to Garcia. Garcia dribbles in, drives the bucket, no good. And the rebound grabbed by Phoenix. 34-19, 2:22 to go in the third period. Josie Bolstead goes up with the shot, no good. She gets the rebound, puts it back up and in. 36-19 now, 2:12 to go in the third period. Pena dishing it over to Langley. Langley steps into a three-point shot, no good. Ball saved by going out of bounds by Mahan, and Pena ends up with it at about half court. Pena steps into a three-point shot, no good, and rebound this time grabbed by Bolstead. Klamath Union, they're getting more shots up this quarter, just not falling, as James on the far side kicks it back to Scaff. Now to Lumbreras, far side. Timeout called by Coach Winter of the Phoenix Pirates. Will take 1-2. A minute 40 to go in the third. 36-19. Phoenix leads. You got the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on mybasin.com.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on mybasin.com. 36-19, a minute to go in the third. Phoenix right now on the road. They are leading this game, and they're really the story of this quarter has been Phoenix advantage on the backboards.
That's right. They're crashing the boards. You know, they got a couple of pretty tall kids. They got 2 6-footers, I think.
Bolstead and Parent, yeah.
Yeah, they're just standing there, and they're able to reach over our kids and grab the ball.
Pass goes to Scaff as Phoenix starts with it over to Flores. Back to Scaff, now to Lumbreras, trying to get it inside to Parent. Goes to work against Hall down low and gets the shot and the bucket. 38-19. Phoenix leads. Pass trying to go ahead to Langley. He's knocked out of bounds by the Pirates and Scaff. So KU will still have possession of the basketball with a minute 23 to go in the third quarter. Pass over to Pena. Pena gets it inside to Hall. Hall puts it on the deck. Pass to Mahan. Puts up the shot, no good. Rebound grabbed by James and the Pirates. Pass to Lumbreras. Shoots a three-point shot, no good. Rebound grabbed by Flores. And now the pass to Lumbreras. Phoenix able to slowly work things. Now under a minute to go in the third quarter. Pass goes over to Scaff. Inside to Parent, going to work against Hall. Parent now on the double team, tries to pass it outside to Scaff, and Garcia knocks it out of bounds for KU. Possession going to stay with the Pirates. Trying to get it inside to Parent. Parent going to work on the baseline, loses the ball, and that's good defense by Keely Hall down low, trying to put pressure on Parent, who hasn't felt a lot of pressure so far this game.
No, she's posting up underneath, and she's kind of a good-sized kid, and she's able to make her presence felt.
Pass goes over to Langley. She tries to dribble right with it. Kicks it over to Pena. Cross court to Garcia. Garcia now going left, baseline with it. Up with her right hand. It is no good. Rebound grab by Parent. 28 seconds to go now in the third quarter. Pass goes over to Scaff. Inside to Parent, and the pass goes out of bounds. A couple back-to-back turnovers for Phoenix. 20 seconds to go in the third. And Klamath Union, if they want to here, could take the last shot of the quarter. Inbound pass goes to Pena. Pena pass over to Garcia. Garcia bounces it into Mahan at the free throw line, gets it to Langley, and a blocking foul against Phoenix. That'll be their third team foul. And I believe that'll be against Flores. Pena to inbound along the baseline with 11 seconds to go in the quarter. Pena finds Hall. It is knocked out of bounds by James, so Klamath Union gets to do it again. That knocked 0.2 seconds off the clock. And, well, in the building over there in the doorway, I'm sure you can see him on the video, that's Coach Tom Smith of the football team for the Klamath Union Pelicans. I believe the football schedule is going to be released here in the coming weeks, too, so we'll be able to see what KU looks like as far as their football schedule coming up here pretty soon, as you can always stay tuned to mybasin.com for all updates. The Skyline Conference. Lumbreras shoots up a shot to beat the third quarter buzzer, and it falls 41-19. The score after three. Phoenix leads. You've got the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on mybasin.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Welcome you back inside the gym at Pell Court, the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on mybasin.com. The score after three quarters for the girls varsity contest is 41-19. The Phoenix Pirates in control of this game thus far, led by their two six-footers, Delaney Parent and Josie Ballstead. They're dominating the glass, and they're able to get those follow-up shots and offensive rebounds.
They're posting up underneath, and they're getting some pretty easy shots, 2 and 3 footers. KU has to figure out some way either putting a body on them, maybe Hall or Mahan, and shut them down inside the paint. That's where they're getting most of their buckets, except for the fluke three-pointer at the end of that last quarter. Banked it in for about 30 feet.
5 on the floor for KU to start the quarter. It's Probst, Langley, Hall, Mahan, and Garcia. Trying to get a pass over to Hall. The ball goes out of bounds. Phoenix taking it up. It's Scaff. Lumbreras right at half court, trying to get it up front to James. Shot goes up and good for Phoenix. 43-19, 7.5 to go in the final quarter. Pena bringing it up, gets it over to Probst, who fires up a three, no good. Rebound Phoenix. And the Pirates, just plain and simple, they're beating Klamath Union tonight in the rebound department. James kicks it over to Scaff, back over to Lumbreras, near side. Tries to go up with the shot, and no good. She's fouled, so Lumbreras going to the line. Lumbreras knocked in that three-pointer at the end of the last quarter. Tried to bank in the free throw. It's no good, as Mendez is going to check in for Probst. Curious to see when we get Wells back in the game, too. She's picked up 4 fouls, not on the floor right now. Lumbreras' second free throw coming up. It's good. 44-19, 7:03 to go in the final quarter. And Pena takes it up. Pena, three-point jump shot is good. Dayanara Pena, a three-pointer, 44-22, 6:50 to go in the fourth. Phoenix does lead as Scaff dishes it over to James, far side. James finding Lumbreras, and back over to Parent, far side. Cross-court pass to Scaff, trying to get it inside to James. James puts it on the deck, gets it over to Bolstead, left elbow, back outside to Scaff, now to Lumbreras. Pressured by Mendez. Scaff getting it inside to James, but the ball goes out of bounds, and that turnover caused by Ana Mendez. Trying to hound the player on the perimeter there. Another turnover for Phoenix, and Klamath Union taking it up the floor. Another three-pointer from Dayanara Pena, no good. And Phoenix taking it the other way. Pass goes inside to Bolstead, knocked away. She's able to get it back, but travels right underneath the basket. Another turnover for the Pirates. Mendez, Pena, Garcia, Mahan, and Hall on the floor. As Pena kicks it over to Mendez. Mendez near side to Mahan. Dishes it over to Pena, guarded by Scaff. Pena spins around to her right side, tries to go inside with it, gets it to Mahan, puts it on the deck. Mahan, 10-foot jump shot, gets it. 20-point game, 44-24, 5:42 to go in the fourth quarter. Phoenix leads. And a travel called against Lumbreras.
No, that shot that Mahan put up, his first shot she's taken this game.
In the fourth quarter, and it's, you know, it's interesting to me because she averages about 2 shots a game and finishes every game with about 2 points. She's, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if she really is shooting about 50% from the field,
she is.
But just doesn't take very many shots.
Right. I think next year she's going to have to step up and take a few more.
She is a junior, has played varsity since she was a sophomore. Pass goes back to Lumbreras, now over to Scaff. Scaff dribbling inside, 14-foot jump shot hit by Bolstead. And now the score 46-24, 5:23 to go in the fourth quarter. Pena over to Mendez. Mendez, three-point jump shot, no good. High rebound, grabbed by James. Pass goes across to Scaff. Scaff now near side to Lumbreras. She shoots a three-pointer, no good. Pena gets the board. Pena now bringing it up, under 5 to go in the fourth quarter. Pena hits the deck, and a foul called on Phoenix. Probst is going to check into the game for Garcia. And the foul called on Lumbreras. That's her second. So KU, a chance to try to make it a 20-point game again. And Pena gets it over to Mendez. Catch and shoot three, no good. Hall with the rebound, puts it back up and in. She's fouled, and the bucket. Keely Hall going to be shooting free throws here. She's 1 for 2 at the line so far. That's the 5th team foul for Phoenix. Hall at the line. Chance to make it a 3-point play. Shot goes up. It's good. Timeout on the floor as Coach Ramirez taking this one. 4:49 to go in the fourth quarter. 46-27 Phoenix leads. You've got the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on mybasin.com.
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we'd gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
Thanks, kiddo.
Give everyone peace of mind on the road. Swing by or book online. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Welcome back inside Pell Court. The fourth quarter of the girls varsity contest this evening. Phoenix leads the Pelicans 46-27 with just under 5 minutes to go in the final quarter. If Phoenix is able to hold on and win this one, which all signs indicate that they will be tied for second place in the Skyline Conference. Klamath Union will drop down to fourth place. They've still got quite a few more games to go, though. For Klamath Union, they also play tomorrow night against Henley. They wrap up the season on Saturday against Mazama. Meantime, for Phoenix, it's the first night of a back-to-back for them as they host Hidden Valley tomorrow and then wrap up the season over here in Klamath Falls on Saturday. They play the Henley Hornets. Lumbreras taking it up, dishes it up to James. She crosses the timeline for Phoenix, has the ball knocked loose. Gets it over to Parent, now near side to Scaff, top of the key. Back over to Lumbreras. Pass goes to James. James trying to drive baseline with her right hand, puts it up and in. 48-27, 4:27 to go in the final quarter. Pena steps into another three-pointer and drives it home. Couple three-pointers for Pena tonight, and her team still trails by 18, 48-30 with 4:12 to go in the quarter. James dishes it out to Parent. Catch and shoot three, no good, front iron. Rebound is grabbed by Mendez. She's battling for it. And I believe that'll be a foul down low against Scaff.
That'll be your third.
That's also the the sixth team foul for Phoenix in this second half. Probst taking it up. Gets it over to Mendez, inside to Mahan. Mahan back outside to Mendez, catch and shoot three, she gets it. 3:46 to go in the fourth, 48-33. Pass goes up front to James. James back to Lumbreras, the ball knocked loose. Probst has got it now. She steps into a three-point jump shot, it's good! 48-36, 3:28 to go in the fourth quarter. That's 9 straight points on three-pointers for Klamath Union. Pass goes into Scaff. Lumbreras takes it now. Pass to the front court. Stolen away by Cassidy Mahan. Mahan pass to the front court to Pena. Pena over to Mendez. Corner three. Off the backboard. No good. Scaff has it now for Phoenix. Pass goes up front to Lumbreras. Now to James. Under 3 minutes to go now. Ball goes out of bounds as Pena tries to take it away again. James bounces it over to Parent. Parent over to Lumbreras. Lumbreras going to get inside to Bolstead. Back out to Parent. Now to Lumbreras again. Over to Parent. Now to James. Ball is knocked loose and goes out of bounds. Another turnover for the Pirates. Timeout called on the floor, 48-36. Klamath Union catching a little bit of flame from three-point land. We're going to take a break. We'll come back and more fourth quarter action next on the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on MyBaseCom.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
Back in the fourth quarter, 48-36. Phoenix leads, but Klamath Union 9 straight points on three-pointers and causing some turnovers as well. It's not like they've spaced these three-pointers out. They've come in about a minute and a half.
That's right. They're hurling the ball up toward the basket and it's going in. So they need to keep doing. They got 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. They scored 9 points in about 20 seconds, so maybe
Give
a
me
little longer.
4 more three-pointers and tie the game. We'll make it interesting. That's easy enough. They practice them.
The ultimate optimism.
Pena over to Probst. Probst driving inside, goes up with it. Ball is knocked loose. Mendez is able to get it, but a foul is called on Keeley Hall, I believe, for KU. That is Hall's third foul. And Lumbreras will inbound it for Phoenix. Trying to get it inside to James, but she's pressured by Mendez and Probst as she brings it up the floor. Pass goes over to Lumbreras. Lumbreras dribbling left with it, loses the handle, picks it back up, crosses right, goes left, passes it to James. James just beyond the key, back over to Lumbreras. 2:13 to go in the final quarter. Lumbreras, mid-range jump shot, no good. Rebound grab by Hall as Probst takes it up now for KU. Probst over to Mahan. Mahan trying to dribble around at the free throw line, kicks it out to Mendez. Another three-pointer, tries to bank it in. Hall gets the rebound, goes back up with it, and gets fouled. Hall so far at the line tonight is 2 for 3. Her 4th and 5th shots coming up. Hall's first free throw. No good. Second one coming up. And that one is good. 48-37, 11-point game with under 2 minutes to go. And Bolstad is going to take the inbound pass. Pass goes over to Flores. Flores slowing things down, kicks it back over to Lumbreras. Ball is knocked loose and a foul on Keely Hall again. That'll be her 4th. That is also the 6th team foul on, the 5th team foul on Klamath Union. Lumbreras inbound to Flores, catch and shoot 3, misses, no good. Pena gets the rebound. Pena racing up the floor, trying to drive inside, goes up, mid-range jump shot, it rattles home. Now a 9-point game with a minute and a half to go in the 4th quarter. You've got the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on mybasin.com.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars. There are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account to retirement planning and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities.
And we're back in the 4th quarter. Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week. Pena tries to save the ball from going out of bounds, but takes just a quick step. Klamath Union has made it a 9-point game, at 1 point trailing by 24. Bringing it up the floor is Scaff. Scaff trying to get it to Lumbreras, pressured by Pena, and does get it over to Lumbreras. Pass goes back over to Scaff. Scaff kicks it over to James and is fouled by Mendez. That'll be the 6th team foul for Klamath Union, so still no free throws for Phoenix. Lumbreras will inbound. 5 on the floor for KU. Mahan, Hall, Pena, Mendez, and Probst. Inbound pass went into the backcourt, but now Scaff feeling the pressure from Mendez. Now Lumbreras guarded by Probst in the double team. Scaff dishing it over to Parent. Near side. Back over to James. Now a minute 2 left to go in the game. Hall feeling the pressure. Dished it over to Parent. Back over to Lumbreras. And a foul called on Probst. It's the age-old, well, maybe not. Maybe I just die on this hill that there should be a shot clock because they held the ball for about 20 seconds there and, felt no pressure to shoot. There was no play being drawn. And when you're, Klamath Union, yes, it's a long shot for them to try to drain a couple more three-pointers, but they don't get the chance.
Yeah, I'm all in favor of a shot clock in high school.
Lumbreras, free throw's good, so she'll get a second one. Try to make it 50 points on the night and extend it to an 11-point lead. Lumbreras' second free throw is also good. 50-39, and Probst bringing it up now for the Pelicans. Dishing it over to Pena. Pena head fakes, three-point shot, no good. Long rebound grabbed by Probst. 46 seconds left to go. She dribbles into a three-point shot, and that will go out of bounds.
I thought it got blocked, but
I don't know if anyone got a hand on it. I think she just tried to get it under, bothered by the contest for sure, but Phoenix bringing it up, gets it to Lumbreras. Lumbreras feeling the pressure from Probst, kicks it over to Scaff, now near side to James. James back outside to Scaff and is fouled by Probst. That will mean free throws coming up for Scaff. That'll be Probst's fourth foul, I believe. Yeah,
that's four. She won't be coming out with 27 seconds left, though.
No doubt. First free throw's good from Scaff. Score now 51-39 with 27.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Both teams in the bonus. Free throw coming up is also good. 52-39 now, and Mendez takes the inbound pass. Dishes it over to Probst. Probst over to Pena. Thinks about a three, finally puts it up, and no good. Rebound grabbed by Hall. She puts up the shot and gets the bucket. 52-41, 10 seconds left to go. Pass goes inbound to James. Ball knocked out of bounds. 6 seconds left to go, going the way of Phoenix. Scaff takes it now, racing up the floor, gets it into Bolstad. Shoots the final shot of the game. The final score, 54-41. Klamath Union falling in this one. Going to recap the game as we have our leading scores coming up next on the post-game show, and then it's time to get ready for the boys varsity contest, which immediately follows right here on mybasin.com. So stay tuned for that and more. You've got the Les Schwab time at mybasin.com.
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we'd gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
Thanks, kiddo.
Give everyone peace of mind on the road. Swing by or book online. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
If you're trying to lose some weight and get in shape, Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club is the best place to do it. Harbor has state-of-the-art equipment, plus certified personal trainers to help you achieve your goals safely and quickly. They also have indoor tennis and pickleball courts, and tons of group exercise classes to help you have fun while you get in shape. When you're done with your workout, stop by their smoothie bar to get a nutritious boost. See and feel the difference at Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club. It's the place to be.
It's tax time! And with your Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Klamath Falls will help you make the most of your refund. Double down! Bring us your tax refund and we'll double it to use towards your down payment on your new vehicle purchase. And right now, choose from more new trucks and SUVs than ever and available 0% APR financing for up to 72 months. If you live here, you get it! Double your down payment during Ram Truck Month only at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Klamath Falls.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
And we welcome you into the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on mybasin.com with on air on 1150 92.9 KAGO. My name is Josh Eldridge. I'm joined by Dick North tonight. The Phoenix Pirates coming to town to take on the undefeated Klamath Union Pelicans. The Pelicans coming off a marathon last night, double overtime win over Hidden Valley, 60-55. Meantime, for Phoenix, they also played last night against North Valley, a 55-24 win for them in that game. So both teams coming off fairly good wins, but Klamath Union trying to prove that they are once again one of the best teams in the state, trying to improve that undefeated record.
They had a really good game last night. Played a lot of high intensity, a lot of emotions, a couple of scuffles on the floor. If KU plays the intensity they played last night, they should come away with a win in this game. You know, Cook had 26 points last night. Franklin contributed 14, and Macias had 9. Those are the main scorers. One thing that was really interesting last night, I think Short had 5 or 6 blocks. Cook had a couple also. As we've talked about in the past, Short didn't have a high-scoring game, but he really contributed defensively. You know, when he swats the ball out of the stratosphere, it's something to behold. And hopefully he can do that again tonight. The key, I think, for Short is to stay out of foul trouble. As long as he's on the floor, KU has a much better game. Macias the same way. He has a tendency to get in foul trouble a little bit. He's kind of a pesky little player. He's only 5'7", but he's really super quick, and he makes people think when they dribble the ball up. He has a lot of steals, but he also, as we mentioned, gets into some foul trouble. So those are going to be some of the keys to the game, to keep Short and Macias out of foul trouble. Franklin needs to knock down a couple threes from the perimeter, and Cook needs to do what he always does, which is score.
Well, that is a story. Cook with a career high last night, 26 points. So we'll talk a little bit more about what Jacob Cook brings to the table coming up next, as we also take a look at the Skyline Conference standings in just a minute. You got the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week with live HD video on mybasin.com.
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we had gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
Thanks, kiddo.
Give everyone peace of mind on the road. Swing by or book online. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
If you're trying to lose some weight and get in shape, Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club is the best place to do it. Harbor has state-of-the-art equipment, plus certified personal trainers to help you achieve your goals safely and quickly. They also have indoor tennis and pickleball courts, and tons of group exercise classes to help you have fun while you get in shape. When you're done with your workout, stop by their smoothie bar to get a nutritious boost. See and feel the difference at Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club. It's the place to be.
It's tax time! And Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Klamath Falls will help you make the most of your refund. Double down! Bring us your tax refund and we'll double it to use towards your down payment on your new vehicle purchase. And right now, choose from more new trucks and SUVs than ever, and available 0% APR financing for up to 72 months. If you live here, you get it! Double your down payment during Ram Truck Month, only at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Klamath Falls.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
And we welcome you back to the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on mybasin.com. Klamath Union entering tonight's game against the Phoenix Pirates undefeated. They are 6-0 in league play, 8-0 overall in the season. For Phoenix tonight, they are 2-6 in league. 2-5 in league and 2-6 overall this season. Take a quick look at the Skyline Conference standings as we have them right now. With a win tonight, Klamath Union would claim at least a share of the Skyline Conference title. That will be the first time since 1984 that happened. So something to keep your eye on tonight. Klamath Union a chance at the co-state champions at least with a win tonight. Following them is Mazama. They're 6-2. Hidden Valley is 5-3. Henley is in 4th place. They're 3-5. Phoenix is 2-5, and North Valley is 0-7. They round out the Skyline Conference as we have it. And Dick, like we said, this Klamath Union team tonight looking to make a little bit of history. Last year would have been their first trip to the state tournament since 1984. Henley won the conference last year. This year, a chance to hold on, obviously, to the undefeated streak and get at least a share of the Skyline Conference crown. That would be something special tonight.
That would. It's been a long time, as you mentioned, and the kids are playing really hard, and they really deserve to win tonight, I think. They don't leave anything on the bench. I mean, they play hard, buzzer to buzzer, and they play with as much intensity as I've ever seen a team play. And you've got some kids on this team that it would be wonderful they could come away with a conference championship. Short, Cook, and Franklin are all seniors. They got kind of cheated out of a state playoff run last year, and I would like to see something good happen for them this year.
Without a doubt. Well, we will see it happen in just a bit as we take one more break on the pregame show. When we come back, it is time for starting lineups and some Wednesday night basketball. You've got the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on air on 1150, 92.9 KHEO. Steve Video on mybasin.com.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars. There are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account to retirement planning and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we had gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
Thanks, kiddo.
Give everyone peace of mind on the road. Swing by or book online. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
And we welcome you back to the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on mybasin.com. Tonight's matchup between the Klamath Union Pelicans and the Phoenix Pirates on the road in this one. And back at home at Pell Court for Klamath Union. Definitely going to be a nice change of pace versus the hostile environment last night faced at Hidden Valley, but they were able to come away with the win, hold on to the undefeated season, and looking tonight to clinch a share of the Skyline Conference. With the win, they would get an automatic bid to the state tournament that is happening next week, beginning on Tuesday. Now, sort of discussed, we won't get a home playoff matchup. On Tuesday, we'll likely have to travel to a neutral site with travel restrictions in the OSAA, but looking forward to Tuesday if we can clinch a share of the Skyline title tonight.
I want to see him come away with it. It was sole ownership. I don't want to share it with anybody.
Yeah, I had people texting me today, hey, a share of the Skyline Conference is still something to talk about, and, they don't want to share of it. They want to win the whole dang thing, and we'll be able to see that tonight. And, and us who's followed the team all season long, we want them to win the whole thing, too. Co-champions are nice, but you want the whole thing.
Yeah, there should be no co-championship. This should be all KU. So.
Well, time now to rise for the playing of our national anthem. Well, that means we're about ready to play ball from Pell Court tonight, getting ready for the starting lineups. And we will start first with the visiting Phoenix Pirates. Starting for the Pirates, number 2, a sophomore guard, standing 5'9", Jackson Selden. Number 3, a junior standing 6'1", Jack Monroe. Number 5, a junior standing 6 foot tall, Roman Stubbs. Number 14, Alex Osorio, a senior standing 5'11". And finally, Julius Bolstad, number 30, a sophomore standing 6'4". The Pirates are coached by Troy McNichols. And now the starting lineups for your Klamath Union Pelicans. Starting at guard, the sophomore standing 6 foot tall, Javin Zumwalt. The other guard position, number 3, Aaron Franklin. Number 5, the man down low, the senior standing 6'4", it's Jacob Cook. Number 13, a senior standing 6'2", is Garrett Short. And the final starter tonight at the other guard position, a junior standing 6 foot tall, Vaughn Wata. The Pelicans are coached in his third year by Ed Case, assisted by Liston Case, Evan Gallagher, and Randy Barleen. Just about ready for basketball tonight. Jacob Cook coming off a career-high night last night with 26 points against Hidden Valley. The night before that at Mazama, he scored 22. Jacob Cook, you could say, I think it's fair to say he's on a bit of a hot streak, looking to continue that tonight. He's going to be guarded by Bolstead down low, another guy who's about 6'4", so he'll have his work cut out for him as Phoenix starts with the ball. The Pirates going from left to right across the timeline, as with it now on the far side, that was Monroe. Monroe kicking it over to Bolstead, top of the key. Now over far side, Osario's got it. Osorio dribbling to his right side. He kicks it back over to Monroe. Monroe dribbling around, kicks it back over to Stubbs just beyond the key. Trying to get it inside, but it's stolen away by Jacob Cook. First turnover of the night for Phoenix, and Klamath Union trying to take it quickly. Jacob Cook now just beyond the key, kicks it to Franklin near side. Javin Zumwalt in the near corner, dribbles in. Here's a double team coming. Bounce pass over to Cook. Cook puts it on the deck, up and in with his left hand, and Jacob Cook gets the first points of the night for Klamath Union. There was high expectations for Jacob Cook coming into the season, but well, I think only a fair few people expected him to be one of the best players in the conference, and so far he has been.
You know, he's ready to play tonight, too. He's got a strap on his glasses.
Phoenix misses it on the other side. Osario's got it. About 35 feet out, kicks it over to Stubbs. Stubbs guarded by Zumwalt near side, trying to dribble right with it, bounces it inside to Monroe. Monroe to the free throw line, gets it out to Bolstead. Bolstead puts up a 10-foot shot, no good. Osorio with the follow-up, he puts a shot up, no good. Still a battle for a rebound, that time won by Jacob Cook, and Cook is fouled while trying to come away with the rebound. Score 2-0 with 6:50 to go in the first. Klamath Union leads. And Franklin inbounds it to Short as he will bring it up. Short feeling pressure from Selden. Gets it over to Zumwalt. Now Franklin far side. Franklin in a bit of a double team. Phoenix coming out with the double quick. Gets it inside to Cook. The ball knocked loose. Stolen away by Osorio. And Phoenix trying to bring it up right now. The Pirates kicking it ahead to Selden. Selden kicking it over to Osorio. Osorio about 25 feet out beyond the key. Now to Bolstead on what would be the left elbow beyond the three-point arc. Over to Monroe. Catch and shoot three. No good. Off the back iron. Tall rebound grabbed down low by Selden. Bounces it back out to Monroe. Mid-range jump shot by Osorio misses. And Phoenix 0 from the field so far with 6:06 left to go in the first. Pass goes over to Vaughn Wata for KU. Now to Short. Three-point jump shot, no good. Wata battles for the rebound, gets it inside to Franklin, goes up with the shot, and it falls. Franklin getting his first 2 points of the night. The Pelicans lead 4-0 with 5:50 to go in the first. Pass goes ahead to Monroe, and he loses the handle on it. Ball goes out of bounds, and a turnover for Phoenix. KU takes it. The Pirates so far this season, again, they are 2-5 in league play. Both of their wins coming against North Valley, who is winless on the season. Jacob Cook at the free throw line, feeling the pressure, kicks it out to Zumwalt beyond the three-point arc, and he's fouled. 2 players end up on the deck. It's Zumwalt and Selden for Phoenix, and Selden will pick up the foul, the second team foul for the Pirates. And Garrett Short to inbound. He's going to get it to Franklin. Back to Short. Franklin trying to drive inside at the free throw line. Kicks it out near side to Wata. 3-point jump shot, no good. Franklin scrambling for the rebound, but it's picked up by Phoenix. The Pirates now going the other way. Selden with it. And Selden kicks it over to Osario, now just beyond the key. Osario trying to get it inside, and up with the shot is Phoenix number 5, Stubbs. Rebound grabbed by Cook as he misses the shot. Short bringing it up, kicks it over to Zumwalt. Zumwalt dribbles into the right elbow, kicks it to Cook. Cook bounce pass outside to Franklin. 3-point jump shot is good. 7 points for the Pelicans, 5 for Franklin as Phoenix dribbling it up. The ball taken away by by Franklin from Monroe. Phoenix with it. Bounce pass over to Short. He takes it in the near side, and a foul called against Phoenix. Pelicans playing with a lot of pace early.
They are. They're running the ball quickly up the court. They're knocking down some shots.
Harper checking in for Phoenix as he will check in for Monroe. Long inbound pass goes to Franklin, top of the key. Franklin passes over to Wata, far side. Wata brings it back around, pass over to Zumwalt in the double team. Bounces it over to Franklin, now inside to Cook. Cook gets the handle on it, tries to go baseline with it. Pass it back outside, but a turnover for KU. Selden trying to race up the floor, goes up with the shot. Short bothers it, and a rebound by Franklin. Phoenix is still scoreless. The score 7-0 with 4:20 to go in the first. Garrett Short bringing the ball up. Spins around to his right side. And now trying to go left with it. Back to the right side, still beyond the key. Gets it inside to Cook. Cook puts it on the deck. Reverse layup with his right hand, no good, but he's fouled. He will get 2 chances at the free throw line. Cook shooting about 72% from the line this season. And 2 shots coming up for the senior Cook. I can't tell if the strap behind his glasses is on or if it's just...
It's broken.
It's broken.
He got it ripped off his head.
Well, it's not a surprise that even the safeguard for Cook's glasses ends up broken.
He gets beat up every time down the floor.
He does. Second free throw coming up for Cook. The first one he missed. Second one is no good. Rebound Phoenix. So the score still 7-0. 4:03 to go in the first. Is Talbot guarded by Macias, who's checked into the game for KU. Dishes it over to Harper. Harper now trying to find Osario on the left side of the 3-point arc. Over to Ballstead beyond the key, guarded by Cook. Pass goes over to Talbot, guarded by Macias. Talbot just beyond the key, trying to get it over to Selden, but it's knocked away by Short. A foul is called. Substitutions coming in for Klamath Union. Checking in, I believe it's going to be Silas Dutra coming in and Keith Youngena, but first, taking a timeout. 7-0, Klamath Union leads, 3:40 to go in the first. On the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on 1150 92.9 KAGO, HD video on mybasin.com.
If you're trying to lose some weight and get in shape, Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club is the best place to do it. Harbor has state-of-the-art equipment, plus certified personal trainers to help you achieve your goals safely and quickly. They also have indoor tennis and pickleball courts, and tons of group exercise classes to help you have fun while you get in shape. When you're done with your workout, stop by their smoothie bar to get a nutritious boost. See and feel the difference at Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club. It's the place to be.
And we are back in the first quarter. Klamath Union leads 7-0, 3:40 to go in the first. Right now, Klamath Union, all the scoring has come from Franklin and Cook so far. Cook has got, what's he at, 3 right now, and Franklin's got the rest?
Cook's got 2, Franklin's got 5.
Okay. Well, that was pretty close.
Sorry, I was off in another world thinking about some other stuff.
That's all right. It happens to the best of us.
That's what happens when you get old.
5 on the floor for KU. It's Wata, Dutra, Zumwalt, Macias, and Youngena. Phoenix starts with the basketball and a foul already. Offensive foul against Roman Stubbs. Was that an illegal screen? I'm not quite sure.
I was watching some other.
Yeah, I was watching where the ball was. I didn't quite see the off ball. Regardless, Macias takes the inbound for KU. Macias head fakes a three, bounce pass over to Wata in the far corner. Wata pass to Zumwalt. He's at about the K in the logo midcourt. Bounce pass goes inside to Youngena. Youngena inside to Zumwalt. Gets everyone off their feet with the pump fake. Misses the open layup. And Phoenix now going the other way. Osorio passing it inside to Ballstead. The ball goes loose, but Talbot picks it up on the other side for the Pirates. Talbot guarded by Dutra. Still picked up by Dutra. And kicks it over to Stubbs. Now far side to Osorio. Gets it over to Harper. Harper inside to Ballstead. Goes up against Youngena. Misses the shot. Ball still loose. Picked up by Harper. Misses the putback, and Youngena gets the rebound for KU. Macias now bringing it up. Trying to get it inside to Youngena. Handoff. Bounce pass into Dutra. A slick feed from Macias. Getting it back outside to Zumwalt, though. Zumwalt, bounce pass over to Wata. Macias far side, look at three, no good. Dutra gets the rebound, passes outside to Zumwalt for a three-point shot, no good. Rebound still grabbed by KU. Dutra gets it over to Macias, now to Wata. He fakes right, goes left, and kicks it back over to Zumwalt. Now Dutra near side. Dutra pass back to Zumwalt. Inside to Youngena at the free throw line. Over to Wata. Corner three, no good. Ballstead with the rebound. Score still 7-0 with 2:08 to go in the first. With it now is Harper. Harper trying to drive inside against Zumwalt. Goes up off the glass, no good. And Macias bringing it up. Wata up off the glass, it's good. Wata scoring his first bucket of the game, giving Klamath Union a 9-0 lead. 1:47 to go in the first. That's Talbot trying to dribble in. He hands it off to Osorio. Osorio tries to pass it over to Talbot. He gets it there. Tries to get it inside to Ballstead, but a foul against Keith Youngena. And a lot of alternates on the floor right now for KU, and we kind of expected that coming into the game after the double overtime last night. And against a team like Phoenix, who Klamath Union, I think feels confident that they should beat. We're going to see some playing time from some unfamiliar faces tonight.
I think so. Coach Case is probably thinking about tomorrow night, too. It's going to be a toughly contested battle against Henley.
A steal by Pablo Macias on the other end. Wata doing some gymnastics with the basketball, trying to keep it away from the Pirates. Pass goes to the front court to Zumwalt. Zumwalt on the left block gets tied up, and a double dribble by Zumwalt, and a turnover now for the Pelicans. Stubbs inbounds it to Selden. Selden goes up against Wata, tries to kick it over to Ballstead. Ballstead being guarded by Youngena, getting it inside to Stubbs. Stubbs spins to his left, puts the shot up, no good, and Youngena gets the board. Macias now bringing it up for KU. Thinks about dribbling into a three-point shot. Bounce pass in on the right side to Wata. Gets it back to Macias. Tries to get it inside to Dutra. The ball goes out of bounds. It was a good idea by Macias, but put a little bit too much zip on that pass.
Yeah, Dutra's running along the baseline and had an open lane for a pass, but just put just a little bit too much on it.
Inbound pass goes to Monroe, but Coach McNichols calls a timeout for Phoenix. We'll take one, too. The score 9-0 with 53 seconds left to go in the first. Klamath Union has the lead on the Les Schwab Time Game of the Week on mybasin.com.
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we had gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
Thanks, kiddo.
Give everyone peace of mind on the road. Swing by or book online. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
And to welcome you back inside Pell Court for the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on mybasin.com. The score 9-0. Klamath Union leads. Phoenix does start with the ball, though. Stubbs, hassled by Zumwalt, gives it over to Selden, and he brings it up for the Pirates. Pass goes outside to Monroe. Monroe cross court to Ballstad. Corner three, no good. Wata gets the board. Loose ball picked up by Macias. Gets it up front to Youngena. Spins around, puts the shot up, soft touch, no good. Dutra gets the rebound. Dribbles it into the near corner rather. Pass over to Zumwalt, now to Macias. Loses the handle on it, 25 seconds left to go. Macias ends up on the floor with Selden. And I believe a foul going to be called against Selden. 25.5 seconds to go in the first. Klamath Union up 9-0. Javin Zumwalt and takes the inbound pass. Pass over to Macias. Now back to Zumwalt. Zumwalt over to Wata. Wata thinks about a three, then thinks twice. Cross-court pass over to Macias. Macias drives baseline pump fake. Back out to Zumwalt. Fakes going right, dribbles left, pass over to Wata. Wata going left over to Macias. Trying to go baseline, mid-range jump shot. A little bit too much on it, and that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. A 9-0 game after one. Phoenix held scoreless through an entire quarter. Second quarter action coming up next on the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on MyBasin.com.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars. There are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account to retirement planning and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
Klamath Union starting with the ball as we get ready for the second quarter. It's Zumwalt, Dutra, Youngena, Macias, and Wata on the floor, and they turn the ball over quickly as we get into the action. The Pelicans lead 9-0 after one quarter. Shot goes up on the other side by Selden, misses, and Macias with it for KU. Macias passing it over to Dutra. Dutra bounces it into Youngena. Right elbow, he's pestered and still has the ball, passes it outside to Zumwalt. Good battle inside by Youngena. Tries to go up with it. Zumwalt is going to be tied up and fouled on his way to the bucket. That should be the 7th team foul for Phoenix. Should be shooting 1-1. So Zumwalt headed to the line. Pelicans fans, if you'd like to exercise in a professional, clean, and friendly environment, head to Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club with state-of-the-art equipment, 4 indoor tennis courts, 3 pickleball courts, certified personal trainers, and tons of group exercise classes. Harbor is the place to be. Zumwalt making the first free throw, a chance to extend it to an 11-point lead in the second quarter. Zumwalt's second free throw is good, 11-0, 7:26 to go in the second. Selden racing up, no look pass to Talbot, now to Osario, back to Monroe. Monroe just top of the key. Tries to get it over to Talbot. The ball knocked away, hit the referee, and a travel called by Macias. Would that be interference by the referee if it bounces off of him? Is he fair play?
Yeah, you can bank it off the ref's chest if you want to. He's part of the floor.
I figured it seemed like the Phoenix bench was pretty upset. That ball would have gone out of bounds, but it bounced off of the official's chest and stayed in bounds.
That's Alan Caldwell. If we'd have scored, he would have gotten an assist.
Get the bounce pass back to Macias. Phoenix taking the possession, and now Osario with it on the far side. He'd be left elbow, three-point arc. Over to Talbot. Talbot passed it over to Monroe, near side, tries to get the ball inside to Selden, goes up with the shot, doesn't fall. Youngena gets the rebound. Still 11-0, 6:50 to go in the second. Zumwalt thinks about a three, passes it over to Watan near side. Now the pass goes to Macias. Dutra over to Youngena. Far side, 19-foot jump shot, no good. The board is grabbed by Phoenix. Pass up front by Monroe. The ball knocked loose. Monroe is going to be fouled, I believe, by Von Wata on the other side. And he is. Wata picks up a foul, third team foul for Klamath Union. And Aaron Franklin will check into the game for Wata. So the 5 on the floor for KU, it's Youngena, Franklin, Dutra, Macias, and Zumwalt. Osario takes the inbound pass for Phoenix, dishes it to Talbot. Talbot guarded by Macias at about half court. Talbot finds Bolstead off to his right, guarded by Youngena, still beyond the three-point arc, gets it over to Osario. Osario now picked up by Youngena, near side, three-point arc, hands it off to Bolstead, and passing it over to Selden. Selden trying to drive inside, loses the handle on it. Macias knocks it loose, gets the ball inside to Bolstead, and Phoenix gets their first bucket of the game with 6 minutes left to go in the second. Macias bringing it up for KU, dishing it over to Zumwalt. Zumwalt bounces it over to Franklin. Now Macias near side, gets it into Youngena on the left block. Back to Macias, over to Zumwalt, far side. Zumwalt spinning around, gets it inside to Dutra on the right elbow. Bounce pass goes back outside to Zumwalt. Missed three-point shot, back out to Macias on the long rebound. He gets it inside to Dutra, back out to Macias near side, three-point arc. Cross-court pass to Zumwalt. Zumwalt in the far corner, bounces it inside to Dutra, out to Macias, near side three, good! 14-2, 5:20 to go in the second. As Phoenix now taking it up. It's Selden guarded by Zumwalt beyond the arc. Pass goes over to Talbot, far side, inside to Bolstead. He tries to go to work against Youngena and gets the bucket. 14-4 with 5 to go in the second. Franklin back to Macias, now to Youngena, just top of the key for KU. Zumwalt pass it over to Dutra near side. Dutra bounce pass to Youngena. Youngena 8-foot jump shot, rims out. Dutra battling for the board and a held ball down low. Possession going to Phoenix. Substitution for the Pirates as Harper checks in for Osario. And possession goes the way of the Pirates. PA announcer not too excited about that being the Pirates ball. Did you hear that one?
Yeah, no, I didn't.
He said Pirates ball. Just sad, you know? Phoenix bringing it up. And it'll be Harper. Cross-court pass over to Talbot. Three-point shot, no good. Ball goes out of bounds on the rebound. Last touched by Dutra as it goes out of bounds. 4.5 to go in the second. The score 14-4. Timeout called by Coach McNichols of the Phoenix Pirates. We'll take one too. 4:32 to go in the second, 14-4. KU leads the Pirates. You've got the Les Schwab's Game of the Week on mybasin.com.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
And we are back in the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on mybasin.com. 4:32 to go in the second, 14-4. Klamath Union leads. Yes, you heard in the second quarter, Phoenix only has 4 points so far in the game, and all 4 of them have come in the second quarter.
By Bolstead. Yeah, they didn't put a bucket up in the first quarter. They took lots of shots, but they were highly contested by the defense that KU's doing. KU's playing really aggressively on the defensive end of the floor. You know, we got some younger kids in here that aren't used to seeing a lot of playing time, and so they're kind of tentative on taking shots, but I think that'll happen a little more frequently as the game goes by.
See these new kids that are tentative as KU just causes another turnover. They're not shy about playing hard-nosed defense. Zumwalt in the double team, passes it back out to Macias, about 35 feet out, over to Franklin beyond the key. Franklin over to Zumwalt. Zumwalt dribbling inside, bounce pass goes inside to Youngena, and he gets the bucket. 16-4. That was a great pass. 4:07 to go in the second. Harper dribbling for Phoenix, tries to get it inside to Bolstead, but it's picked up by Dutra instead. Passes the front court by Franklin, and he double clutches the layup and gets it to drop. 18-4, 3:53 to go in the second. Monroe bringing it up for Phoenix, trying to dribble right side. Kicks it back out to Selden. Selden going against Zumwalt, and a foul called against Zumwalt. A timeout on the floor. We're going to stick with you through this one. 3:42 to go in the second. 18-4 the score. Klamath Union leads. Nick, we were talking about it during one of the breaks, and we talked about it last night against Hidden Valley. Klamath Union, you watch this team, and it's pretty evident that they're one of the top teams in the state, but not to say that they don't score the basketball, but that's not the best part of their game. A lot of these teams in the northern parts of the state, you got Banks, who's undefeated, Junction City, who lost last night to Sayusla. They were the number one team in the state, got upset big time, so they're dropping down in the standings. Chance for Klamath Union to climb, but another one of those teams that scores a lot. They do play defense, but Klamath Union is known for their defense, and I feel like that's one of the reasons why they might, they are Pelicans. They fly under the radar a little bit for those teams up north in the state.
Well, I think, most of the media hangs that up at the north end of the state. Nobody gives a rip about the south part of it, at least on this side of the Cascades. And, yeah, you're right. KU plays amazing defense, all through the lineup. It's not just the starters. It's everybody that comes in. They play as hard as they possibly can. They're in your face. They're contesting every shot. They're contesting and crashing the boards. And, there's a reason they're 8-0. And, they can score, but they're patient on offense, but they work really, really super hard on defense.
Phoenix to start with the ball as we come out of the break, and a couple of substitutions coming in for KU. It's Wata, Short, Cook, Zumwalt, and Franklin on the floor. These are the five guys that finished the game last night against Hidden Valley. Curious to see what they do on the floor now. They had a great couple double overtimes last night against Hidden Valley. Wata getting hit with the foul. That will be the fifth team foul against Klamath Union.
One thing, the game last night had high intensity, and I was a little bit nervous coming into this one that KU would back off a little bit, but they didn't. It was just like a continuation of second overtime last night. So that's a good sign.
Harper trying to go inside, dishes out to Monroe, who takes a three, no good. Franklin skies for the board, and Klamath Union bringing it up. Short, pushing the pace, tries to get it inside to Cook on that left elbow. He goes up with it, high arcing shot, no good. Rebound Bolstead. As Phoenix now taking it up, 3:13 to go in the second. KU leads 18-4. Selden going to work against Zumwalt, passes it outside to Harper. Harper just beyond the three-point arc for Phoenix. Tries to bounce it inside to Talbot, but the pass knocked away by Garrett Short. Short passing it ahead to Cook. Cook puts it on the deck, fights through the contact, and gets the bucket.
That should have been an and one.
Cook doesn't let the contact affect him, and it might look like he doesn't get fouled on those shots. Monroe tries to get it inside to Bolstead, gets the ball back, shoots up a little 5-foot jump shot, gets it to fall. 20-6, 2.5 to go in the second. Short at the free throw line, step back jump shot is good. Garrett Short gets his name in the scorebooks now, his first 2 points of the night. 22-6, Klamath Union leads. Pass goes outside to Talbot, now over to Harper for Phoenix. Back to Selden, just beyond the key. Selden tries to bounce it into Osorio, but it's taken away by Jacob Cook. Dishes it ahead to Short. Short, front court pass to Franklin. Catch and shoot three, no good. Rebound Phoenix. Bounces it to the front court to Harper. Harper goes up with it. The shot bothered by Short, and a late foul call. That came about 4 seconds after the fact.
Yeah.
Late foul call. And Short will get hit with that one. It's his second. Harper at the line. His team trails 22-6, under 2 minutes to go now in the first half. Harper's first free throw, no good. I will say this, I'll show this on the camera too as Harper shoots his second free throw. For those of you watching on mybasin.com, that little group over there is the student section for a school that is no longer in session. The student section turning out for this boys basketball program, and that does say quite a few things. I believe Harper shot with his foot on the free throw line or a little bit over it, so that free throw doesn't count. Regardless, he missed.
You know, you're talking about the student section. I'm impressed. The Hidden Valley was the same way. Hidden Valley really turned out the fans last night. It was the most full of a gym I've seen this year. So.
And tomorrow at Henley, their student section has won state awards with the OSAA with how loud they are. With them out of school too, curious to see if they come out to support their teams. Klamath Union on the other side gets the pass into Jacob Cook on the right block, and he lays it up and in. 24-6. A minute 40 to go in the second. KU leads. Pass goes over to Harper. That's Osario. And right on cue, as we talk about the student section, they get a little bit loud. Harper now with it beyond the key. Pass goes over to Talbot. Talbot, cross-court pass to Monroe, tries to get it inside to Bolstad, going to work against Cook. He gets the shot up and it falls. 24-8. Bolstad has all 8 points tonight for the Pirates. Zumwalt bringing it up, getting it over to Franklin, far side, now to Wata in the far corner. Bounce pass goes back over to Franklin, now to Short, top of the key. Short over to Wata, and now back to Zumwalt. Zumwalt to Cook. Cook trying to drive the baseline, goes up with it and gets the bucket. 26-8, 55 seconds to go in the second. Cook getting to the bucket with ease here in the second quarter. Now it's Talbot with it, dishes it over to Monroe near side. Monroe tries to get it back over to Talbot, picked up by Short, back to Monroe. Monroe tries to get it back out to Talbot, far corner. He dribbles inside, bounces it to Osario. Osario driving free throw line, goes up with the jump shot, no good. Rebound snagged by Franklin. Franklin bringing it up, pushing the pace for KU. Gets it over to Short. Short steps into a three-point shot and smashes it. 29-8, 22 seconds to go in the second. Garrett Short knocking down. He's got 5 points tonight after that three-point bucket. Osario's got it now for Phoenix. Dribbling right with it, trying to get it to Monroe, top of the key. The ball goes loose. Aaron Franklin picks up the loose ball, going inside with it, and a charge against Aaron Franklin. Didn't look like Osario had his feet set. He was still backing up. Regardless, a charge
I think the fact that Franklin lowered his shoulder a little bit kind of gave him that call.
Well, he's smiling about it over on the other end. Clearly doesn't affect him too much, as a foul travel rather, with 0.4 seconds left to go in the second.
Yeah, you get 2 steps, not 6.
Franklin picks it up. Quick three, no good at the second quarter buzzer. 29-8 after 16 minutes. Klamath Union coming out in a big way. They lead by 21. You've got the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on 1150, 92.9 KAGO, HD on mybasin.com.
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we'd gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
Thanks, kiddo.
Give everyone peace of mind on the road. Swing by or book online. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
If you're trying to lose some weight and get in shape, Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club is the best place to do it. Harbor has state-of-the-art equipment, plus certified personal trainers to help you achieve your goals safely and quickly. They also have indoor tennis and pickleball courts, and tons of group exercise classes to help you have fun while you get in shape. When you're done with your workout, stop by their smoothie bar to get a nutritious boost. See and feel the difference at Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club. It's the place to be.
It's tax time, and Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Klamath Falls will help you make the most of your refund. Double down! Bring us your tax refund, and we'll double it to use towards your down payment on your new vehicle purchase. And right now, choose from more new trucks and SUVs than ever, and available 0% APR financing for up to 72 months. If you live here, you get it! Double your down payment during Ram Truck Month, only at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Klamath Falls.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
And we're back in the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on MyBasin.com. The score at halftime between the Klamath Union Pelicans and the Phoenix Pirates, 29-8. Klamath Union leads, and Jacob Cook having himself another night. He's got 8 points in the first half.
He sat out most of the game, and he still has 8 points. He's followed with Franklin with 7, Macias with 3, Short has 5, Wata and Youngena both have 2, and Zumwalt also has 2. For Phoenix, Bolstad's got 6 of their 8 points. So it's Bolstad and Monroe. You know, when KU starters are on the floor, they just dominate this game. Coach Case has played an interesting lineup. He's got some of the younger kids in, don't see a lot of playing time. I'm sure he's thinking about the game tomorrow against Henley. But it's obvious when the starters are out on the floor, they are dominating this game, and they're making Phoenix look silly, to be truthful.
It's a good look for Klamath Union as we sort of now try to look at the seedings for the playoff. Right now, there's no official place you can find this, but basically Klamath Union right now is ranked 5th in the state officially. Some independent people have them ranked as low as 7th, but right now actually they are 5th in the state. Cascade is 4th. So if the season were to end today in the state tournament, we would meet Cascade at some kind of neutral site like we did last year, except they came here and beat them by 1 point, 69-68, I believe was the final score in that game. But Klamath Union, they're undefeated. They're showing us why again tonight. Hopefully they can move up a little bit in those rankings. Maybe we still play Cascade. It's still a 4-5 matchup, but would love to continue to see them climb. It's very interesting the way that these are made because, again, we're one of the only 2 undefeated teams in the state right now. Yeah, you'd think they'd get a little bit more credit for the way they've been playing. I mean, obviously, we talked about it. Their defense is amazing, and their offense isn't bad. They just play, for example, the game we had against Mazama a couple weeks ago. Mazama plays a slow-down defense. or a slow-down offense. I don't care who you are. You're not going to score a lot of points against Mazama just because of the way they pass the ball around. There's not a lot of opportunities. Hidden Valley, in some respects, was that way also last night until it came crunch time, and then it was, run and gun as fast as you could do. Phoenix is doing the same thing tonight. So evidently in the conference we're in, the coaches seem to want to play kind of a slow-down offense, which doesn't give you a lot of opportunity to score 60 or 70 points a game. I haven't watched any of the games up north. I don't know what those guys are like. In past years, I know they were run and gun. They put up a lot of threes, and when you knock down a lot of threes on both ends of the court, the games are going to be higher scoring. And so, I don't think it's fair for people to rank a team based on their overall points scored. I think you have to look at a lot of other things. We unfortunately don't keep track of steals or rebounds or things like that. But KU with blocks, I mean, that's something that, is obvious. KU's defense is just amazing. They play a really good job, and Coach Case is to be commended for the way he's got these kids playing. Without a doubt, and the score right now 29-8 at halftime. That speaks to how good their defense has been tonight. Going to take a break in the halftime show. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about the playoff picture as it shapes up in the last week of the season. Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on MyBasin.com.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars. There are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account to retirement planning and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we had gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
Thanks, kiddo.
Give everyone peace of mind on the road. Swing by or book online. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
And we welcome you back to the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on mybasin.com. As we are at halftime, the Pelicans lead the Pirates 29-8. We can take a quick look at how the postseason is shaping up. The postseason starts officially on Tuesday, and it would be a neutral site game for Klamath Union if they're able to clinch the Skyline Conference tonight. Just trying to pull up the rankings right now as I have to do quite a bit of digging. Regardless, right now, Klamath Union, they're ranked 5th in the state in the unofficial state rankings by the athletic directors and the coaches voting on that. We have to play Cascade, neutral site game, things like that. Ahead of them right now, Junction City lost to Siuslaw last night. They were number 1. You've also got Marshfield. Banks is the other undefeated team, and I believe Woodburn and Cascade are up there as well. Marist, I think, has fallen out of the top 5, but they're still up there, ready to make the playoffs. I think they're 3rd place in their conference with Marshfield, and I'm forgetting one more, but they're up there as well. So a couple teams still ahead of Klamath Union, and hey, look, maybe a team like Banks, they're also undefeated. They've played some tougher opponents. Maybe they are the number 1 team in the state. But right now, Klamath Union, they're definitely playing like they could compete with teams like Banks, Marshfield, and Junction City.
You know, watching them play last night and the way they're playing tonight, I think they can compete with anybody. So you know, they're having a really good season, and they're working hard. And you know, one of the things that I think sets KU apart from some teams is the intensity they play, and they come out on the floor ready to go. And it's obviously that, you know, they play as hard as they can, beginning to end, and that equates with a lot of wins, which is what they have. They're 8-0, and you know, I think the intensity they're playing on both ends of the court, both offensive and defensively, you know, is indicative of the whole nature of the team. And it's also indicative of the way Coach Case wants this game to be played, which is, you know, it's a spectator sport, and they make it fun to watch because it's fun to watch teams that play fast. And it's boring to watch a team pass around the perimeter and take 3 shots a quarter. And so, you know, from a fan standpoint, you know, that's the kind of stuff you like to see. And it makes for a much more entertaining game.
And as a, you know, some folks, you might be casual basketball fans, but it's also, if you know the game as well, it's also really easy to appreciate the small adjustments that they make on defense with guys like Short and Cook, who really make a difference. And even Young Genna, who hasn't gotten a lot of playing time, he guarded Bolstad like not that he doesn't know what he's doing, but like he's been here before, you know? You know,
Bolstad's a big kid. Young Genna's tall, but he's not very stout. And Bolstad is, you know, he's trying to get position, and Young Genna is keeping him out of the paint. And that's what he's got to do. Bolstad's got 6 of Phoenix's 8 points, and they're all within 3 feet of the bucket. And, you know, so Young Genna is doing a good job of defending him.
Starting the third quarter of action, the 5 on the floor for KU, it's Short, Franklin, Zumwalt, Wata, and Cook. Franklin loses the handle on the ball off the inbound pass, and a foul is called. Was that against Phoenix? Stubbs? I believe Stubbs picking up the foul.
That's his 4th foul.
4th foul for Stubbs. Checking into the game now for the Pirates will be number 24, Tristan Loy, a sophomore. So the 5 on the floor for Phoenix, it's Loy, Osario, Bolstad, Selden, and Monroe. Inbound pass goes to Cook. He gets it right under the bucket, lays it up and in, and the foul. 10 points tonight for Cook. Coach Case on the sideline right now just smiling. What else can you do when Cook goes up like that? Right off the inbound pass, you score in about 2 seconds.
It was a great pass. He passed all the way underneath the bucket from midcourt.
Cook's free throw is no good. Franklin tries to fight for the rebound. I believe he's going to be hit with a foul there. First team foul this half for KU, and second for Franklin this game. Phoenix now moving right to left across the timeline as Selden brings it up, kicks it over to Loy. Loy guarded by Zumwalt, over to Bolstad, top of the key. Bolstad trying to find Monroe, but the pass knocked away by Short. Bolstad gets it back, gets it over to Monroe. Now top of the key for Phoenix, it's Osario. Trying to get it inside to Monroe, but the pass knocked away by Garrett Short. Short in a 2-on-1 fast break, kicks it to Cook, who goes up, gets the bucket. Cook has no fear when diving to the rim. 33-8, 7:10 to go in the third quarter. Bolstead with it, top of the key. Kicks it over to Selden. Selden guarded by Franklin about 25 feet out, loses the handle on it. Picked back up by Franklin as Selden tries to drive inside, spins around, kicks it to Osario. Osario, free throw line jumper, and he's fouled. The bucket does not fall, but it will be charged to Wata. Is that his third?
That's his third.
At the line, it's Osario. He's yet to score, along with just about all of his other teammates. Ballstad has 8, Monroe has 2. Has 6 and 2. And the first free throw by Osario misses. Macias is going to check in for Wata. Second free throw from Osario is no good. Cook gets the rebound and dishes it over to Macias. Macias, quick pass to the front court for Zumwalt. Zumwalt over to Franklin near side. Pass it over to Macias. Open three, no good. Franklin gets the rebound, kicks it out to Zumwalt, again beyond the arc. Zumwalt gets it into Short. Scuffle for the basketball. Still loose. Phoenix picks it up. Turnover for the Pelicans as Selden takes it up against Franklin. Trying to find Monroe and does. Monroe loses the handle on it but saves it from going out of bounds. Cross-court pass to Osario, guarded by Macias. Osario kicks it out to Selden near side. Selden over to Osario, thinks about a three, but passes it back out to Selden. Now to Loy, far side. Loy back to Osario. Phoenix slowing things down, trying to look for a good look. Monroe gets it inside to Ballstead, fights through the contact, taken by Macias, and the bucket's no good. Cook gets the board. Short, racing up the floor, and will travel before he gets to the bucket. Took one too many steps.
That must be one of those north-south ones.
The east-west versus north-south.
Yeah.
Interesting. 5:48 to go in the second. 33-8 KU leads against the Phoenix Pirates. Selden loses a handle on it. He's right beyond the key, tries to bounce it into Monroe. Soft touch by Monroe as he puts it up with his right hand and gets the bucket. 33-10, 5.5 to go in the third. Klamath Union working quickly on the other side, gets it to Macias. Macias thinking about stepping into a three-point shot, but dishes it back to Franklin near corner. Franklin passes it to Short, top of the key, about half court. Short over to Zumwalt. Zumwalt head fakes, tries to dive to the bucket, goes up at the shot and is fouled. No bucket, but he will get two free throws. Selden picks up the foul, that's his third. And Zumwalt is at the line, so far 2 points tonight. The free throw is no good. Checking into the game for the Pirates, on the bench goes Osario, and Talbot checks in, the 5'9" sophomore. And Zumwalt's second free throw is also no good, but Short gets the rebound and tries to go up with it and is fouled. That foul likely to be charged, I believe, against Ballstead. And it is.
That's Ballsted's third.
Fourth team foul for Phoenix as well. 5:13 to go in the third. 33-10. Short, this is the first free throw. Second free throw coming up for Short as Young Genna checks in for Cook. Short with the second free throw is no good, so Ballstead gets the rebound. Monroe, cross-court pass to Talbot, back to Loy now. Getting it over to Selden, mid-range jump shot, he banks it in. 33-12, 5 to go in the third. Short, bringing it up. Tries to get around Monroe, bounce pass to Franklin, back to Short. Short trying to drive inside, finds Macias. Top of the key, kicks it over to Franklin. Franklin now to Young Genna. Young Genna over to Short, gets Monroe off his feet, step back three, no good. Franklin battling for the rebound, he gets it, puts it on the deck, tries to go up, kicks it out to Macias. inside the free throw line, kicks it back out to Franklin for a three, no good. Rebound still up for grabs, taken by Zumwalt. Now over to Macias, top of the key, back to short. Klamath Union, long possession here, kicks it to Youngena, over to Zumwalt. Zumwalt fakes right, dribbles left, kicks it outside to short, far corner, drives baseline, bounce pass out to Youngena, kicks it to Macias, open three, good! Another three-point bucket for Macias makes the score 36-12 with 4 minutes to go in the third. Tristan Loy, guarded by Zumwalt, top of the key, kicks it over to Monroe. Monroe guarded by Short, gets to the free throw line and passes it back outside to Selden. Now to Talbot. Talbot guarded by Macias, dribbles right, kicks it over to Selden again. Selden guarded by Franklin, now Monroe near side. Monroe trying to dribble inside, loses the handle on it and gets it to Selden. Selden goes up with the shot, he's fouled and will shoot two. Franklin, he's laughing about it. The loose ball went right over his head. I don't even think he saw it.
It almost hit him on the head.
Timeout is called. We'll take one, too. 36-12, 3:31 to go in the third. You've got the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on mybasin.com.
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we'd gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
Thanks, kiddo.
Give everyone peace of mind on the road. Swing by or book online. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
What's he got, two?
And we welcome you back inside the gym at Pell Court, live at the campus of Klamath Union High School, downtown Klamath Falls. 3:31 to go in the third, 36-12. KU leads right now. Like you said, likely going to cycle out the starters. As back on the floor, it's going to be Gutierrez, Silas Dutra, Pablo Macias, Keith Youngena, and Aaron Franklin. Most of the starters on the bench right now for KU, and probably going to be that way unless it gets too close for comfort for the Pelicans.
It's interesting. Case left Franklin, and he's got 3 fouls, which is kind of surprising to me. But that's okay. Franklin's not noted for getting in foul trouble.
He does battle down low, and a guy like Franklin, his listed height is 6 foot. He plays a perimeter quite a bit on offense, but man, is he always crashing the boards, getting offensive rebounds, and it's a part of his game that I feel like we don't talk about very much. Second free throw is good from Selden, makes it a 36-13 game. KU still leads. Pass trying to get it inside to Youngena. Youngena gets it to Gutierrez, tries to put up the shot, no good. Selden working quickly on the other side for Phoenix, and he gets fouled on the shot. He will go to the line for 2 more. So a couple guys who we saw in the JV game for Klamath Union tonight, who, by the way, took a convincing win over Phoenix. Gutierrez on the floor. He's a sophomore. Gutierrez is a junior, standing 6'3". Dutra is also a junior. No listed height for him, but about 6'1", 6'2". Second free throw coming up for Selden, misses. Rebound going to be grabbed by Youngena. Youngena ahead to Macias, trying to get it to Dutra. Ball saved by going out of bounds from Franklin. Franklin gets it back to Gutierrez, now to Macias. Macias about half court, kicks it over to Dutra. Dutra, double team, tries to get it to Gutierrez and loses the handle. Ball goes out of bounds. Gutierrez couldn't get to it. It'll be Phoenix ball with 3:01 to go in the third. 36-13, KU leads. Selden over to Harper, now to Talbot, top of the key. Talbot guarded by Macias. Dishes it over to Ballstad. Ballstad guarded by Gutierrez, now over to Selden, and a blocking foul against Gutierrez. That'll be the 5th team foul for Klamath Union. Substitution in for the Pels as Zumwalt comes in for Franklin, as the senior takes a seat on the bench. Inbound pass goes to Selden, now to Loy, near side, back to Selden. Selden trying to drive inside on that right block. Gets Zumwalt off his feet, goes up with the shot, no good, and a foul is called down low as that was Harper who ended up on the floor. Zumwalt hit with the foul. That is his second. 16 fouls now for KU. And Selden will inbound it for the Pirates. Selden finds Ballstead down low, goes to work against Macias. The ball knocked away by Gutierrez. Ballstead got the rebound, put it back up, no good. Rebound Zumwalt. KU now working to the other side. Pablo Macias, cross-court pass to Dutra. Corner three, good! 39-13, 2:10 to go in the third. And Selden taking it up for Phoenix. Pass over to Loy. Loy over to Harper. Harper trying to drive inside. Dribbles around the back, kicks it outside to Selden near side. Pardon me, that was Talbot. Kicks it out to Bolstad just beyond the key. Bolstad finds Selden. Bounce pass goes inside to Bolstad. Stolen away by Macias. Ball knocked loose. Macias able to grab it on the far side. Kicks it ahead to Dutra. Back to Macias. That's Zumwalt now. Top of the key. He's trying to drive right side. Gets the easy look for two and knocks it down with his right hand. 41-13. A minute 27 to go in the third. Trying to go inside is Selden, and Zumwalt will foul him. That'll be his third and the seventh team foul for Klamath Union. That puts Phoenix in the bonus. It'll be Selden at the line. First free throw is good. 41-14 now with a minute 22 to go in the third. Second free throw coming up for Selden. That one misses, and Youngena gets the rebound. Dutra racing up the floor and dishes it back to Macias. Macias, top of the key, over to Youngena. Youngena dribbling right, tries to get it inside to Gutierrez, who goes up. Ball is knocked out of bounds. Youngena had a good look at the bucket, probably could have gone up with it, but decided to dish it to Gutierrez.
I think he was a little bit too deep. He's too far under the bucket, under the backboard to be able to put it up, I think.
Phoenix has got it now as Selden, top of the key, tries to cross to his left against Zumwalt, kicks it over to Ballstad. Ballstad spins to his right, gets the free throw line, kicks it out to Talbot for three, no good. Zumwalt gets the board. Pass it ahead to Macias. Catch and shoot three from Pablo, no good. Rebound is grabbed by Talbot for the Pirates. 39 seconds to go in the third. As Selden trying to drive inside. Free throw line jumper's no good. Dutra battles for the rebound and gets it for KU. 30 seconds now to go in the third quarter. As Pablo Macias dribbling it up. Gets it over to Youngena. Youngena pump fakes a three, decides to go for it. Three-point shot no good. Bolstad gets the rebound. 18 seconds to go in the third. 41-14 KU leads. Selden bringing it up for the Pirates. Kicks it to Loy. Loy dribbles right, top of the key. Now over to Talbot. Talbot loses a handle on it about 25 feet out. Backing up now about 30 feet out. Kicks it over to Harper. And no shot at the buzzer. And the score after three. Klamath Union leads 41-14. Heading into the final quarter, you've got the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on mybasin.com.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars, there are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account to retirement planning and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
And we are back with the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on MyBasin.com, on air on 1150, 92.9 KAGO with live HD video on MyBasin.com. 41-14, Klamath Union leads as we enter the fourth quarter. One of the starters on the floor for KU right now, the five for him. It's Zumwalt, Youngena, Dutra, Macias, and Gutierrez. Phoenix starts with the ball. Harper passing it over to Osorio. Osorio, top of the key, dishing it over to Selden. Selden gets it over to Harper. Harper at about the midcourt logo, passes it over to Selden. Back to Osorio, now to Harper. Back to Selden, still top of the key. Dribbling right with it, tries to go inside on the left block, kicks it outside to Stubbs. Now back to Osorio, top of the key to Harper. Back to Selden. Selden fakes left, dribbles right, spins around on the free throw line, tries to get it to Harper. Pardon me, that was Osorio to get up the shot, and the bucket does not fall. Klamath Union now bringing it up. It's Macias. Macias passes it over to Dutra. Dutra kicks it to Youngena, top of the key, gets it to Gutierrez, now to Zumwalt. Zumwalt to Macias, back to Dutra. Dutra about the free throw line, kicks it over to Gutierrez. Ball knocked away by Stubbs. 2-on-1 fast break. He goes up with it, misses the shot, and Youngena gets the board. Youngena kicks it ahead to Dutra. Dutra outside to Macias. Macias back to Dutra. Dutra over to Zumwalt. Zumwalt bounces it to Gutierrez. Now at the left elbow, the right elbow, goes back to Zumwalt. Zumwalt, cross-court pass to Dutra, still beyond the arc. Now to Zumwalt, top of the key. Three-point shot, no good. Ball goes out of bounds, and with 6:32 in the fourth, 41-14 the score. Klamath Union leads. Phoenix will take possession of the basketball. Selden walks it up for the Pirates. Dishes it to Osorio near side. Osorio dribbles right with it. Pass over to Selden, now far side. Back to Harper, now back to Osorio. Guarded by Macias. Phoenix slowing things down in this final quarter. Selden passes it back to Osorio. Osorio crosses left, spins around to his right, kicks it back to Selden. Selden will travel, taking the step before he puts it on the floor.
You know, it's interesting they're playing slow down offense when they're down by 27. Doesn't really make sense to me.
Probably just trying to get some good looks and just trying to get buckets and try not to rush things, because Klamath Union can score on the other end as Zumwalt takes the bounce pass inside, loses the handle on it. He's on the left block, kicks it out to Macias. Macias dribbles inside the free throw line, bounce pass to Zumwalt, goes up with the shot, rolls around the rim and falls. 43-14, 5:47 to go in the fourth quarter. Klamath Union leads. Osorio with it, kicks it back over to Selden. Selden, top of the key, dishes it to Osorio. Osorio picked up by Macias, now over to Harper. Harper to Selden. Selden back to Osorio on the near side, picked up by Macias. Pass goes over to Selden. Selden dribbling inside, back out to Osorio, now to Harper. Harper back to Selden, and Phoenix really slowing things down. Osorio's got it now near side, just under our camera here at half court. And slowing things down, Osorio dribbles, tries to get it inside to Harper. He loses the handle on it. Ball goes out of bounds. Another turnover for the Pirates. The score 43-14, 5:08 to go in the fourth. And Klamath Union taking possession.
You know, the offense Phoenix is playing, you'd think they aren't sure which side of the scoreboard their score is.
And they are slowing it down quite a bit. And Zumwalt takes the pass, kicks it over to Gutierrez, now to Dutra, back over to Youngena. Youngena kicks it to Dutra, back to Macias near side. Macias figuring to give it to Dutra. Once more, Dutra dribbling just beyond the key, kicks it to Gutierrez near side, guarded by Harper. Gutierrez spinning around, tries to get it to Youngena with the pass knocked away by Stubbs. Loose ball picked up by Macias in the backcourt. Macias dribbling it back up into KU territory, kicks it over to Dutra. Dutra dribbles left, bounce pass into Macias. Macias pump fakes, gets everyone off their feet in the paint, kicks it back out to Zumwalt. Three-point shot, no good. Rebound by Gutierrez. He is fouled, trying to go up with it. That is the fifth team foul for the Pirates.
No, that's on Gutierrez.
Oh, really? Eighth team foul for KU then, so that should result in free throws for the Pirates. What was the exact? It looked like he just went straight up. I'm not too sure.
I think it was on the rebound. He was over his back.
So Selden to shoot 1-and-1. with 4:24 to go in the final quarter. 43-14, KU leads. Last time these two teams met, it was a win for Klamath Union, 72-37. Youngena gets the rebound on the missed free throw. Macias pushing the pace. Slows things down just a little bit as he gets up there. Macias pass to Dutra. Dutra dribbles right, goes left, now top of the key. Trying to find an open player, finds Zumwalt near side. Zumwalt trying to dribble inside, gets tied up, and tries to get it inside to Gutierrez. Gutierrez goes up with the shot, no good. Rebound grabbed by Stubbs and Phoenix. Selden going to bring it across the timeline for the Pirates. It's now Talbot with it, dishes it to Selden, back to Harper. Harper back to Selden, and Phoenix continuing to slow things down, not really pushing the pace and not taking too many shots. Still beyond the perimeter, passing for Phoenix. Harper has it, dishes it over to Talbot, far side. Talbot guarded by Macias and tries to drive inside. Dribbling to his left, kicks it to Harper. Harper now top of the key, hands it off to Selden. Selden dribbling inside, kicks it to Talbot. Talbot dribbling back top of the key. Back to Selden as he dribbles back to about the same spot. Trying to go left with it, but Macias knocks it loose. Selden still with the basketball though. Now trying to find Harper inside. Harper puts it on the deck, goes to the bucket. The shot blocked by Gutierrez. And now pass to the front court to Macias. Macias, stutter step, gets it inside. Bounce pass to Gutierrez. What a thing of beauty on the pass by Macias. Gutierrez knocking down the layup, 45-14, 2:50 to go in the fourth. It's Talbot with it now. Talbot dishing it over to Selden near side. Trying to find Harper maybe as he dribbles just over the half-court logo at the K. Getting it over to Talbot. Talbot picked up by Macias at about 30 feet out. Getting it over to Selden, picked up by Zumwalt. Zumwalt kicks it over to Harper, guarded by Dutra. Back to Selden. About 25 feet out. Selden trying to back down Zumwalt beyond the key. Decides better of it. 2:17 to go in the fourth quarter. 45-14. KU leads. Phoenix has the ball. Bounce pass over to Talbot. Talbot about 5 feet from the half-court line. And Selden trying to find a way in. Selden picks up the dribble, kicks it over to Talbot. It seems like Phoenix going backwards, getting closer and closer to half court. As Harper tries to dribble with it, kicks it over to Selden. He's about a foot from the half court logo. Tries to get it inside to Harper. The ball knocked loose and taken away by Gutierrez. Actually, Stubbs has it now. Bounces it back out to Talbot. Talbot now to Selden. Selden trying to dribble inside, gets to the free throw line, kicks it outside to Harper. Harper just beyond the key, kicks it back over to Talbot. Tries to get the pass inside to Stubbs, and a foul is called. As the ball gets knocked loose, a couple players end up on the floor. I believe that foul is going to be charged against Youngena. That'll be his second. And a timeout on the floor. We'll take one, too. 45-14, a minute 28 to go in the fourth quarter. You've got the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on mybasin.com.
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we had gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
Thanks, kiddo.
Give everyone peace of mind on the road. Swing by or book online. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
And we welcome you back to the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on mybasin.com. We're in the fourth quarter. Klamath Union leading, protecting home court and their undefeated record. They're up 45-14. $1:28 to go in the fourth. Phoenix will shoot some free throws here, and Stubbs at the line. The junior, standing 6 foot tall, is shooting 1-1 after the foul. First free throw from Stubbs is good, so he'll get a second. .30-point game now. And Stubbs getting a second free throw. He makes it. 45-16. A minute 27 to go in the fourth. Zumwalt kicking it ahead to Dutra. Dutra, he's being hassled. Tries to get it over to Macias and does. Macias passing it over to Dutra. Dutra feeling a little bit of pressure, trying to drive inside. Drives baseline, goes up with the shot, misses. Monroe gets the board for Phoenix. And Selden bringing it up. Gets it to Talbot, now under a minute to go in the fourth. Talbot trying to go to work against Macias. Macias giving him a lane to the bucket, picks him up and kicks it back out to Stubbs near corner. Harper now to Selden about midcourt, kicks it over to Talbot. Macias giving him a lane to the bucket, tries to go cross court to Stubbs, back to Harper. Harper holds on to it, 36 seconds left to go. Selden now holding it for Phoenix. And as the clock winds down, Dick, Klamath Union holding on to an undefeated record, 9-0 on the season. They're going to be 7-0 in league play. Going to try to get Keith Youngena up here for the post-game show to talk to him here in about 20 seconds as the clock winds down. Didn't show too much in the points column, but playing good defense, and nice to see a new face up here in the player of the game.
Yeah, it is. He's worked hard on defense. He's got some key boards. He's made some. He hasn't blocked any shots, but he's caused a lot of change shots, so he had a good game.
Final score tonight, 45-16. We're going to take a break and come back. When we do, we'll talk with Keith Youngena of the Klamath Union Pelicans. You've got the Les Schwab Time on mybasin.com.
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we had gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
Thanks, kiddo.
Give everyone peace of mind on the road. Swing by or book online. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
If you're trying to lose some weight and get in shape, Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club is the best place to do it. Harbor has state-of-the-art equipment, plus certified personal trainers to help you achieve your goals safely and quickly. They also have indoor tennis and pickleball courts, and tons of group exercise classes to help you have fun while you get in shape. When you're done with your workout, stop by their smoothie bar to get a nutritious boost. See and feel the difference at Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club. It's the place to be.
It's tax time! And Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Klamath Falls will help you make the most of your refund. Double down! Bring us your tax refund and we'll double it to use towards your down payment on your new vehicle purchase. And right now, choose from more new trucks and SUVs than ever and available 0% APR financing for up to 72 months. If you live here, you get it! Double your down payment during Ram Truck Month only at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Klamath Falls.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
And we welcome you back to Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on mybasin.com. Final score tonight, Klamath Union taking the win 45-16. I'm joined now by Keith Youngena, the Pelicans. I know you got to get it quick, get back down there. Tell me a little bit about this game tonight. What were they giving you down there on the floor?
We were just making sure like we executed, and making sure like we were trying to run the plays and like just keep on doing what we've been doing recently in the last wins.
Tell me about this team's undefeated season so far. How do you feel? What do you feel your team's strongest point is so far this season? Where do you guys feel your best at?
I feel like we're really good at hustling. We're really good at setting the tempo. We're really clutch, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And, I see you working out here in the gym every night. You leave after me. Talk to me about your work ethic. What do you like to see yourself improve on in your game?
Well, I really just try to work on my skills. Just, like, work on shots that I know that, like, my teammates will, like, pass me the ball and just stuff I can make.
All right, appreciate it, man. I know you got to get down there. Thank you. Great game tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow at Henley. Appreciate it, man. That's Keith Youngin of the Klamath Union Pelicans. You go ahead and take that headset off. You're good to go. The Pelicans taking this one 45-16 over the Phoenix Pirates. We're going to take a break and come back. What we do, we'll talk about the leading scorers from tonight's game, and we'll send you on your way on the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on mybasin.com.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars. There are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account to retirement planning and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
And we are back with the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on mybasin.com. Final score tonight, Klamath Union improving to 9-0 on the season, 45-16 win over Phoenix. The scoring was spread out tonight because we saw just about everyone on the roster get some minutes tonight.
Yeah, we did. Cook led the team with 12 points. Franklin had 7. Zumwalt had 6. Macias had 6. Short had 5. Wata had 2. Youngena had 2. Dutra had 3. And Gutierrez had 2. So they totaled up 45 points. They played a pretty good game. For Phoenix, Selden had 4 points. Monroe had 4. Stubbs had 2. He scored them in the fourth quarter, 2 free throws. I was hoping that KU would keep him scoreless for 2 quarters, first and the fourth quarter, but not to be. And Bolstead had 6. So Phoenix wound up with a total of 16 points to KU's 45.
With this win tonight, Klamath Union clinching at least a share of the Skyline Conference title, first time since 1984. Big night for these guys, and obviously wanted to talk about it in the post game down there in the locker room. And just nothing but good feelings for them and their coaching staff. And really, credit to Coach Ed Case. In 3 years, he has turned this program around completely from for lack of a better term, Klamath Union was the cellar dweller in the Skyline Conference for a lot of years, and in 3 years, he's made them champions.
That's right. They've got some kids with some talent, obviously, but the key, I think, is that these kids work hard. You know, defensively and offensively, they had 10 turnovers tonight, which is more than what they've been having. But, you know, they're paying attention to what's going on the court. They're patient on their passes. They don't force a lot of balls inside. They don't do a lot of cross-court passing. They're pretty patient, and they take care of the basketball. And they work to their advantage. They use Cook and Short and Franklin, so they can hit from the perimeter. They can also score underneath. And that's the key to a successful season. And Coach Case has used his kids, use their talent in lots of different ways.
Unsure how co-champions will go into this 8-team playoffs, but right now Klamath Union, they win one more game this season, they will get the automatic bid for the Skyline Conference. They play Henley tomorrow, Mazama on Saturday, hoping to get at least one win against those Basin teams. Would love to stay undefeated, but we'll at least take one win and get the conference over with. But on Tuesday, it starts the playoffs. So on Tuesday, the 8-team playoffs will start. Klamath Union likely going to have to go to a neutral site with travel times in the OSA. I believe the cutoff is 300 miles, and then you have to play at a neutral site. And everyone who's above us, or even in the 8-team playoff so far, is about 300 miles away from us, and having to figure that one out. But right now, Klamath Union is 5th in the state. Cascade is 4. So we'd play them at a neutral site somewhere, I'm sure. And, ahead of them, you got teams like Banks, who's also undefeated. Marshfield is up there. We'll see if Junction City remains up there. They lost to Siuslaw last night. And I'm forgetting one, Woodburn is up there as well. So a couple quality teams ahead of Klamath Union, but right now they're playing like they can beat anyone, and so far they've beat everyone.
That's right, and they're doing it very well. I mean, there have been a couple close games. Last night's double overtime win against Hidden Valley was one, but KU, for the most part, hasn't really been challenged too badly. And, you know, they're playing with a lot of poise. They're playing with a lot of heart, and they could go, who knows, they could go all the way to the end and win the whole thing.
That is true. You know, like I said, they haven't been challenged too much, and I don't think that's for lack of the opponents they've played. That's the argument that I hear the most, is that, well, who has Klamath Union played? You know, they're undefeated, but who have they played? And you always got to tell them, well, you got D1 athletes on Hidden Valley who we've beat twice this season. You've got plenty of D2 athletes over on Mazama who we've beat once already. We see them again on Saturday. We've also got some D2 athletes over on the Henley side also going to Western, and, you know, there's They have played some athletes. You know, it's not like they haven't beat anyone. They've beat everyone they've played, and they're proven why they're the best team in the state, one of them at least.
That's right. You know, they play quality teams, and you know, we mentioned this last night, and we haven't talked about it too much today, but you know, the Southern Oregon teams don't get a lot of credit. Cascade Conference is not highly thought of around the state, even though we have state championships.
The Skyline Conference, yeah.
Skyline, not Cascade. Yeah, I'm a little bit confused here. That's what happens when you get old.
That's all right.
Just don't get old, Josh.
That's right. I mean, hey, if you want to talk about the Cascade Conference, both Oregon Tech and SOU made it to the finals in the College World Series, and no one expected them to do that either, except for the people who are here.
That's right. Anyway, so down here in Podunkville, Oregon, we don't get a lot of credit for, you know, being athletes. And you look around this gym, you look at Henley or even Mazama, you know, they're state championships in every sport. And so I don't know why we don't get the credit, but we just don't. And so you look at these other coaches looking at us going, yeah, they'll be in the tournament, but. You know, KU's a force to be reckoned with. There's no question about that.
Without a doubt, convincing win tonight, 45-16. The final. This about wraps up our broadcast this evening. So glad you enjoyed watching this special presentation of the Les Schwab Tires Game of the Week on mybasin.com. If you'd like to watch an archived replay of this event, simply log on to mybasin.com and click on Watch. mybasin.com, your home for everything going on in the Klamath Basin, from news to sports to special events and everything in between. Come check us out online at mybasin.com. Once again, the final score tonight, 45-16. Would like to thank a special few folks tonight. Of course, Athletic Director for Klamath Union, Scott Mason, for allowing us to be guests in his building tonight, and their head coach, Ed Case. Would also like to thank Phoenix Athletic Director Dave Earhart and their head coach, Troy McNichols, wishing him and his staff, his team, a safe trip home over the hill tonight. Final score tonight, Klamath Union improving to 9-0 on the season. They are 7-0 in league play with a 45-16 win over Phoenix. For my program director, Rob Sims, and Dick North, I'm Josh Eldridge. Good night from Klamath Falls, Oregon.